देख मैं कहाँ से आया, अब कहाँ जाऊंगा, मेरी स्ट्रगल देख, मेरी आंखें लाल आंखें नम, मेरी शक्ल देख। धप्पा ये गोट क्या है, मेरी पकड़ देख, कल से बकचोदी नहीं करी, मेरी स्ट्रगल देख। लास्ट टाइम मैं रोया हंसी के आंसू थे, सैड गाने गाऊंगा भैंचो मेरी शक्ल देख। ये गोट क्या है, मेरी पकड़ देख, कल से बकचोदी नहीं करी, मेरी स्ट्रगल देख। लास्ट टाइम मैं रोया हंसी के आंसू थे, सैड गाने गाऊंगा भैंचो मेरी शक्ल देख। संतरे नहीं खरबूजा चाहिए, महंगा वाला चूपा चाहिए, मोटा दोस्त मिले हिला के बोलो तेरा जूचा सही है। सूचना नहीं सूझा चाहिए, स्नूप से पूछो कूता चाहिए, कंगना कहती मुझे हृदय का एक आधा घूटा चाहिए। गाड़ फाड़ दूंगा एक छोटी सी कहावत सी, इसमें गुस्सा क्या होते हैं लोग, ये तो दावत सी। दूध में पानी डालना गलत है तो सीधा सीधा बोलूं, सिलिकॉन भरना उन दोनों में मिलावटी। कुल्लू में पट्टा खा गया, नया नींद में 4 दिन से, माँ कसम बगल दूंगी अलग नशा आ गया। मेरे पहले बच्चे का नाम होगा मजा, ताकि जहाँ भी वो जाए सारे बोले मजा आ गया। वोट क्या है, मेरी पकड़ देख, कल से बकचोदी नहीं करी, मेरी स्ट्रगल देख। लास्ट टाइम मैं रोया हंसी के आंसू थे, सैड गाने गाऊंगा भैंचो मेरी शक्ल देख। ये गोट क्या है, मेरी पकड़ देख, कल से बकचोदी नहीं करी, मेरी स्ट्रगल देख। लास्ट टाइम मैं रोया हंसी के आंसू थे, सैड गाने गाऊंगा भैंचो मेरी शक्ल देख। कोई भी काला बंदा देखे उसके मुंह पे काका बोल, सो फनी लोल। मेरे दोस्त की दादी वेंटिलेटर पर थी, मैंने बोला दादी जी को सीआईडी में दिला दे।
Another brand new, amazingly, realistically wonderful, magical live stream. How are you guys doing? How's everything going? मेरी जान के डोडो, संडास के लूडो। What's up, chattoos? Hello Mihir, hello Bhavya, hello Sneaky. What's up, baby? What's up? नाम के कटोरे। भाइयों, आर यू रेडी फॉर द क्रेजी मैच टुडे? भाई वीएलटी का मैच है आज, तो ये तो वॉच पार्टी करना बनता है ना मेरी जानू। और बताओ गाइस, हेलो मीर भाई, लोग आज, लेट मी जस्ट, हाँ थोड़ा वो हो गया, मैं हल्का सा लेट हो गया गाइस, सब रेडी कर रहा था मैं, भी जाना है, उसके पहले सब एकदम घाई ही चल रहा है। स्टार्ट किया था, देखा 17 के साथ 79 के पहुंच गया, बहुत खुशी हो रही है। लॉन्ग टाइम, दादी पापा मम्मी कैसे है, भूला तो नहीं ना मेरे को? अरे क्या हाल है क्रिश, लॉन्ग टाइम यार। क्या कर रहा है भाई आजकल? भाई ये क्या थंबनेल है यार? थंबनेल तो यार है भाई, बहुत जल्दी में था इसीलिए बना दिया, माफ़ करे मेरी जान टू, माफ़ करे, बना दिया, बस जितना हो सकता था जल्दी बना दिया। बहुत ज़्यादा एकदम हेक्टिक चल रहा है शेड्यूल भाई लोग, बहुत हेक्टिक। शाम को आरपी भी करनी है यार। हेलो स्नीकी, क्या लगता है गाइस कौन जीतेगा? अबे यार यहाँ से क्या लाइट आ रही है बे, डेंजर लाइट आ रही है भाई यहाँ से। मेरा फेस का जो फेस ग्लो कर रहा है मेरा इससे, है ना? ये देखो, जबकि मैंने कुछ लगाया भी नहीं है। तुमको दिखाई दे रहा है ये मेरे लिए, मेरे लिए ये सिर्फ ला 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 ला। बाय आज ओ क्या चल रहा है मैच का?
And it is that breach. They love it. We're gonna see it time and time again.
अरे टोस्टी भाई को बुलाता ना भाई,
That
टोस्टी
bridge
भाई।
and that chamber,
Obviously,
of
NS.
course, from Rossi.
क्या
Right?
तुम लोग को लग रहा है एनएस जीतेगा? आर यू कंटिन्यूसली शेमिंग अस? वीसी आओ ने
chamber because I
I mean,
feel like
map है.
he
बस
has
जॉब
that
चालू
उसमें
हो
point
चुका है,
system नहीं है.
लाइफ चालू हो चुका है,
with
आरबीआई
blame
जनरल मैनेजर
chamber,
बन
like
चुका
with
हूँ.
that
क्या
alt and
बात
with
है
that hunter.
भाई.
अपना
He
करोड़ पे
has
डबल
आरबीआई
कंट्रोलर
जनरल
है.
मैनेजर मतलब मिनिमम 20 गिफ्टेड तो कर ही सकता है एक आरबीआई जनरल मैनेजर. चैट क्या बोलते हो चैट, है कि नहीं लव भाई? क्या हाल है लव भाई? जिमी तूने एचटीआरपी का देखा, वो भी ला रहा है सर्वर. क्या मार्केट में सर्वर ही सर्वर?
मेरे को लगा आज भी जिमी नहीं करेगा. ये ग्लासेस पे अहमदाबाद लिखा है नहीं.
आज भी जिमी नहीं करेगा.
ब्रांड
आप
लिखा है.
कंटिन्यूअसली
मैं किसी को इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं करना चाहता और ना ही मुझे फ्लेक्स करना पसंद है. But yeah. कौन सी पीसी बैठा है?
हाय.
क्या लगा कि मैं आज नहीं करूंगा वॉच पार्टी?
मुझे लगा नहीं करेगा.
Oh bro. I am very busy these days, but still I prioritize my country over any work.
Yeah, like I am not busy these days.
But country first.
Country first भाई, country first. मोटेटो भाई को बर्थडे विश कर दिया भाई. मोटेटो भाई को कॉफी भी भेज दिया. ओ
अरे
यूपीआई भी मार दिया हमने.
प्रॉब्लम है भाई, आजकल के बच्चों का बर्थडे जल्दी आ जाता है यार.
ओके, वीएलटी ने लोटस लिया है और सेकंड असेंट हुआ है. वीएलटी का डिफेंस है और लास्ट सनसेट. ब्रो लेट्स गो. लोटस फर्स्ट मैप. All we need is that first map and we are in the upper bracket.
तो 50 तो
आरसीबी के अगेंस्ट खेलेगी वीएलटी.
50 नहीं, चलो 20 तो कर. Bro is not doing watch party and just playing Valorant like a maniac.
कौन?
This मोटा.
मोटेटो भाई, उसका बर्थडे है आज वो डिजर्व करता है.
क्या डिजर्व करता है?
अरे उसका बर्थडे, उसको आज मन में जो आए वो करना चाहिए. He is not doing it today for the views.
वो रोज भी करता है.
हाँ रोज भी करता है. वो इतना देशभक्त भी नहीं है गाइस. अनसब्सक्राइब करो
भाई छी भाई. अनसब्सक्राइब करो, मेरे को सब्सक्राइब करो
और हमको सब्सक्राइब. भाई देशभक्त स्ट्रीमर को हम तो ना देखे. सॉरी एंटी देशभक्त को हम ना देखे.
भाई एंटी देशभक्त है भाई साला. सूरत का है खाली, बस ये सूरत का ही रह गया.
हाँ भाई
दे रहा हूँ, रुक जा थोड़ी देर. लव यू यार क्रिश भाई. 50 गिफ्टेड ऑन टॉप मेरी जाम्बू. Hey bro, a small help. I'm a Reina main and Clove main stuck in P1. I'm MVP in every match MVP, but either there is someone AFK or 2 or someone throwing or any help. I'm hard stuck. Try playing with your friends so that you climb up fast, because flat 1 and ये जो rank है ना P1 and everything, these ranks are like this only. You will get only and only toxic players. VLT.
चले जा देशद्रोही.
देशभक्त तो आप मोटेटो भाई.
देशद्रोही.
हम लोग ने तो ऑलरेडी आपका पिच कर दिया है ऑडियंस को कि तेरे को अनसब्सक्राइब करने के लिए, बिकॉज़ यू आर अ देशद्रोही. यू आर अ देशद्रोही.
मैच नहीं कर रहा, बस गेम खेल रहा है अपना.
अबे नहीं
भाई,
ओटी क्या
ओटी क्या
इसलिए टाइम लगा भाई.
लाड में आ गया क्या मोटे?
था इसलिए टाइम लग गया भाई.
हैप्पी बर्थडे
मोटेटो भाई. क्या चल रहा है बाकी?
धन्यवाद भाई. कहाँ है मेरा PS5 जिमी भाई?
नहीं, मैंने आपको एक ब्रा गिफ्ट करी है. आ रही है
PS5 देख.
रास्ते में.
PS5 देखे भी पॉइंट क्या है उसमें भी तू नियॉन इंस्टॉल की करेगा.
बताया भी था 36D तो किया.
अरे ए मेरी ऑडियंस को नहीं जानना है सब.
उस भाई क्या नहीं जानना, एक बात बताओ टोस्टी भाई.
मोटेटो का कप साइज हम क्यों जाने?
नहीं बट
व्हाट डू यू मीन भाई कप ब्रो?
नहीं एक बात बताओ टोस्टी भाई.
बोलो.
इज इट नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर एवरी पीपल टू एजुकेट कि भाई
Educate,
आगे
yeah.
जाकर के लाइफ में जरूरत पड़ सकती है, उनकी लाइफ में लड़कियां आएंगी.
आ गया इंडिया छोड़, इंडिया आ गया. लड़कियां बाद में आएगी, पहले मेरा देश महान. ओए तू नहीं देखा कर रहा वॉच पार्टी मोटी?
कर तो रहा हूँ. स्टार्ट ही किया मेरा. ओटी गया था इसलिए वेट कर. वो
माइक थोड़ा क्लियर नहीं है, एको जैसा आवाज आ रहा है. हाँ क्या मेरी जाम्पी? अरे ले. और बताओ चैट्स क्या हाल सबके? सब हेलो एनजे तुमने कल
अभी बोलो कुछ.
दे दिया भाई.
वो भी आ रहा होगा. सही है.
सैन फ्रांसिस स्कूल में फेवरेट टीचर कौन? फेवरेट टीचर तो मेरी सीमा मिस थी यार. तू भी सैन फ्रांसिस से है क्या भाई? मेरे स्कूल के लौंडे मेरी स्ट्रीम पे भाई. मेरे स्कूल के बच्चे लोग मेरी स्ट्रीम पे भाई.
क्या बात है
भाई? और मेरे को पूछ रहे कि तुम्हारी फेवरेट मिस कौन थी
भाई? तुम्हारे बच्चे
इंग्लिश वाली.
तुम्हारे
नहीं
कितने बच्चे हैं
भाई? हिस्ट्री टीचर थी भाई, मेरी क्लास टीचर थी भाई, सीमा मिस करके. ऐसी इतनी हाइटेड थी ठीक है, एक चाटे में ढेर कर देती थी भाई। एक बार उसने मारा था मेरे को, पूरी जिंदगी आज तक याद है क्या चाटा मारा था भाई। उस टाइम पे भाई मैं केस कर सकता था, पर मेरे को आइडिया नहीं था, नहीं तो मैं करता।
हाँ
क्या भाई, बच्चों को मारना इज अब्यूज, पता नहीं है क्या तुझे मोटैटो? उस टाइम पे ये सब रूल निकला नहीं था ना, और रूल निकला भी था तो फिर भी ज्ञान नहीं था, वरना मैं पक्का कंप्लेन कर देता उसका, पक्का कंप्लेन करता भाई। भले फेवरेट है तो क्या हो गया, मारा काय को।
पॉइंट है।
ये नाइट बोर्ड नशे कर रहा है शायद, स्ट्रीम एलिमेंट्स ही है, टाइम आउट। अरे यार भाई वो मेरे को ना गाइस एक स्किन इन्फेक्शन हो गया एक्चुअली। किसी की गांडू की नज़र लग गई है यार, किसी गेंडवे प्रसाद की नज़र लग गई है मेरे को। ये देखो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा हुआ है, एंड मेरे पैर में थोड़ा सा स्किन इन्फेक्शन हुआ है, मतलब पूरे लेग्स में, एंड होपफुली फेस पे तक नहीं आया है कुछ। आज जाकर के डरमैट के पास से मैं गोलियां लेके आया। अबे यार एक समझ नहीं आ रही भाई, जाना थाईलैंड है, उसके पहले सारी बकलौली हो रही है भाई। कब 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 मेरी ज़िंदगी में शांति मिलेगी भाई? कभी कान जा रहा है, कभी बस फेस में अच्छा हुआ कुछ नहीं हुआ, बस इधर एक, बस ये, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं है। ये आरपी के 14 वैलो में व्यूज फार्म कर रहे हैं। छी अबे ओ करेंगे ही ना।
watch out for. It's a big clash of
It's our
styles.
dharma
I think that
siddhika.
IGL matchup of Russ versus RB is
Thailand में
huge.
करवा ली
In
हो
my
क्या?
mind, Russ has probably
Happy
been the
दिवाली,
most
कैसी रही
impressive
सबकी दिवाली?
caller
Happy दिवाली
coming
यार
through
सब
this
लोग
group
को।
stage. I think the way
क्या-
he
ए,
works
आज
with
क्या है?
team,
आज भी
the
दिवाली
way
है
they've
भाई
been
लोग।
able to
आज क्या
macro
करते हैं
and
लोग?
make it work
ए,
for their own
टोस्टी?
individual style is incredibly
बोलो ना बाबा।
impressive. But as
एक
I
बात
mentioned
बताओ, आज
before,
भी
there's
दिवाली है
one
क्या?
team that's going to
आज
understand
नहीं
this
है।
neon breach, that's going to
आज
know
परतो
the
दिवस है,
counters.
कल
It
न्यू
should
ईयर है।
be Nongshim Red Force.
कुछ लोग
आज
आज
क्या
न्यू
है?
ईयर मनाते हैं, कुछ
Absolutely,
कल
but
मनाते हैं।
again,
आज
if
आज
परतो
है
दिवस
दो
है।
का।
if you
आज
have
मोटेटो का बर्थडे है।
the answers to
दो को
the
मतलब गुजराती में दो को
aggression
बोलते हैं,
that
मतलब
Velocity
आज कुछ
brings,
नहीं है,
I feel
मतलब
like from the side
आज
of
ब्रेक, एक
Velocity,
दिन का ब्रेक
they
लिया
have
हम लोगों
been
ने।
एक दिन
doing
का break,
everything without
ओ।
any signs of relaxing.
क्या हुआ? इतने सा पिंपल तो आया, पिंपल
लाइक एकदम से सब कुछ ना आ जाए ना, इसलिए एक दिन का ब्रेक
अरे मुझे
दीजिए।
यहाँ पे
Yeah,
itching हो रही थी तो मैंने ऐसे ऐसे किया तो यहाँ पे लाल लाल
Yeah,
हो गया।
and yeah, we're gonna see the
अभी
agent
भी itching
selection
हो रही है।
here for Nongshim. No changes so far.
अपना
ये
सेम
slow
कॉम्प
कर रहा है
है।
तेरा
I
आज
expect
क्या सीन
you
था?
got
अरे
like
खुशी।
down beyond that neon there, he's going to be facing off
आ
against
गया, है
tomorrow
ना?
in that head-to-head matchup. I love the
भाई मेरे को भी
velocity
नहीं पता
coming into
भाई।
this saying, I
मेरे
don't
ना
care
यहाँ
if
से
you know
लाइट आ
what we
रही है,
do.
बट
They don't
इतनी
care
लाइट की
who
वजह
the
से इतना
opponents
ग्लो
are.
कैसे आ रहा
They're
है?
playing
मुझे
to
समझ
their
में नहीं
own
आ रहा है।
strengths. They're not worried about getting countered because they
अरे कुछ
believe in
लगाया
what
भी
they're
नहीं है भाई
bringing.
लोग,
There's no
कुछ भी
changes
नहीं
on the
लगाया भाई।
side for velocity. Exactly what we would want to see from them. I want to see SK Rossi get active on this
लक्ष्मी-
chamber. That's the big
हाँ,
thing.
लक्ष्मी पूजा
If he's
हो-
heating
अबे आज
up
लक्ष्मी
and
पूजा है
he's
बोलते
hitting
लोग।
all of his shots, this velocity team goes
लक्ष्मी
from
पूजा तो हो गई ना
scary
धनतेरस
to
के
an
दिन।
absolute
भाई लक्ष्मी पूजा आज कहाँ से आ गई?
ये लोग
अरे
धनतेरस
भाई
के दिन
आज
होती
बहुत
है।
सारे लोग कर रहे हैं, मेरी फ्रेंड भी कर रही है आज वो लक्ष्मी पूजा।
नहीं तो
धनतेरस
होगा,
के
होगा
दिन
कुछ।
होती है।
नहीं,
आई मीन गुजरात में धनतेरस के दिन करते हैं लक्ष्मी पूजा।
एक यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है,
हाँ,
कोई
हमने
लोग बोल रहे हैं
धनतेरस पे
कुछ
किया।
लोग आज दिवाली मनाते हैं।
how Dambi is putting up numbers while playing.
कल
Neon,
शाम
of
से मुहूर्त
course,
चालू हुआ है तो
Francis
2 दिन की
with
दिवाली है,
Evan
समझ
Dorn,
रहे हो?
he's
तो क्या
been
क्या तैयारी की
an
तुम
absolute
दोनों बैंकॉक के
monster
लिए?
as well in the
हम
server.
लोगों
But
ने
again,
बैंकॉक के
कपड़े
लिए कुछ
पहने,
नहीं भाई, मैंने
the
तो
battle of neons, the brawl
कपड़े लिए,
between
हमने
these neons, the
पावर बैंक
Mara
चार्ज किया है
versus
और अब हम
Dambi,
चले
as
जाएंगे।
Peer
well
pressure
as
massage
Velocity
कराऊंगा।
Gaming versus Nongshim Raptors
एक्यूप्रेशर जाने
for
दे,
that
पीयर
number
प्रेशर
one
कराऊंगा।
spot in Group Omega. Of course,
भाई
our
लक्ष्मी पूजा है,
actions
हमारा शुरू
here
करते हैं।
भाई
will
कुछ
be
कंटेंट
brought
आइडिया
by
वगैरह
our
फुल सोच के जाओ भाई, वहाँ पे
casters
फुल
अपने
Obviously,
करते मोटेटो, उसके
baby,
बाद पहले ये
content
मैच
मतलब-
भाई अभी स्टार्ट तो नहीं, तो मैं तो वो चल रहा है सब।
वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स जा रहे हैं तो
तो
obviously
फिर भाई
content तो बनाएंगे ना।
भाई
एकदम
क्या
देख
बोलते
तो
हो?
सिनेमैटिक
स्ट्रीम,
सिनेमैटिक
आयरन
आयरल
स्ट्रीम।
नहीं, आयरल
आयरल के सपने,
एक ही
हाँ।
कर पाएंगे।
मेरे को तो भाई
आयरल-
अरे मेरे को आज थाईलैंड का सपना आया, बट
क्या?
अरे थाईलैंड का सपना, बट ये हुआ एक्चुअली, दिक्कत ये हो गया कि मेरे को आरपी वाले सपना और ये वैलो
वो
वाले
मैच
सपना
फोकस मैच
मिक्स हो गया
मैच शुरू,
भाई।
मैच शुरू।
राउंड स्टार्ट हुआ।
शिट भाई,
I love that we're seeing that Nongshim did not put Dambi
Those are
on
mixed
as a
okay.
controller. Of course, we already know that. We already know that
आओ भाई, अभी
excuse me,
बकचोदी मत करो, बहुत
that
मारो।
Dambi does play controller from time to time, depending on the map. But I will say again, having them both on duelists is a much needed reprieve. I think, considering how okay, that baby door is still closed, but yeah. considering how aggressive Velocity is. And like Morgan mentioned, when SK Rossi is lighting up with the chamber, it is going to be very difficult, I think, as Nongshim to find more ways to break him down if Dambi's not on that duelist.
And speaking of a duelist right now, Francis has been on your duty throughout this tournament. Catches out Madeline. Baby door now broken. Ross able to get the catch onto RB. So the IGL taking the other one down. But this Nongshim, who do get the plant on A side. Velocity, the bread and butter, playing that Neon Breach together. Nongshim, no strangers to it, but there is no one who can handle a bullet from SK Rossi. Francis goes down. Paranoia coming in from Lightning Slash. Response is there from Nongshim though. He has a smoke to work with here. Time taking Velocity. With the numbers though. Bursting through the smoke. Nongshim collect 2, but Velocity, they're in position. Lightning fast of a hot game versus now. Gets the double to end it on a high note. It's Velocity Gaming with the first pistol.
There is nothing that is gonna stop. Again, just how electrifying I think the
गोलू राउंड निकालने वाले जीप बाहर निकाल के ऐसे बैठा था
for the Velocity roster. Again, so quick, so fast, and they're just able to cascade so well into the site. The trades, smooth right after.
Hey, we're getting very fun here, and we just off to the first round. But you said it, the retakes, the utility usage from Velocity on Lotus has been second to none. And you want something amazing, Astray? They played this map 22 times before throughout the year, only losing once. Perfect in Ascension so far. 23rd time right now with the same composition. It's tried, it's tested, and SK Rossi is in position. Dambi though sliding in with the Bucky, at least causing that chaos and giving Nongshim the seaside take.
Yeah. Damara though, oh my god! A quick little sliding step though, but you can't really take out of the equation Ivy as well with the 2-stepper on the Sheriff, leaving SK Rossi in 1 versus 2.
Yeah, it's just domino effect thanks to Dambi. All fall. There towards Mound. A good effort from Damara to try and get a pick or two there. In the end, Nongshim, now they have the numbers, they have the guns. And SK Rossi just looking to punish a team like Nongshim though. Very experienced, as Morgan has mentioned, been to VCT Pacific, know to cut this noise.
उसके शक्ल देख के पता चल रहा है मुझे नहीं है आके देख ले
So much on his shoulders here, not to lose any bit of momentum.
अपने जा ही रहे
ये कॉन्वर्सेशन
Trying to
में
read
नहीं
it,
था
they're gonna try to maybe wrap around on A.
Are you okay,
for
Bo?
sure. And of course, now that he's approaching there, he's like, ah, yes, no beeping. Gotta go back to C.
Yeah, sound cues
कब जा रहे हो
all
कब
the
जा
way
रहे
on
हो
the other side of the map. An interview before SK Rossi.
नहीं बताओ ना जेन्युइन बताओ ना कब जा रहे हो
Right, honing his talents, focusing on himself. He's found a role here in Velocity that makes him work at its best. With the 1v2, it's tough because RB's into the corner. And a terrific 30 from Nongshim to answer back with.
Yeah, that's gonna break the economy. It looked like they had such
राइट कभी
छोड़ने आऊँ मैं छोड़ने आऊँ ऐसे पूछ रहा हूँ
राइट कोई कसर छोड़ता है
overwhelmed, and then Ivy.
छोड़ने आऊँ मुंबई छोड़ने आऊँ मैं ऐसे
नहीं जरूरत
ओह भाई इसने देखा डाम्बी ने क्या नियॉन वाला पिक लिया
However you want to call it, but the snappiness is gonna give them that big thrifty win. Again, breaking economy for Velocity is always a good thing.
Yeah, they've been slow games from Ivy for in terms of getting the kills. But right now, when he's hot to a hot start, it's gonna be so helpful. Given that Nongshim rely on his utility down the line as well. But SK Rossi. It's crazy how Velocity know this map so well. Some of the pre-fire angles, the setups that they have. It's a kill they claim, a gun to scrounge. And even more so now, Velocity ready to challenge. Damara is fearless. Now taking on down. Ross is there for the trade. Dambi! Dambi! That was quick from him. And Nongshim, comfy with Dambi being the tip of the spear. They'll see a free ace.
तीसरा भी निकालना है बस हो गया बात
realize that potentially
देख सीख थोड़ा मोटेटो ऐसे चलाते हैं भाई
might as well just
Neon
trying to counter him out, utilize the better weapons that they have for the meantime, and just make sure that, again, they could bulldoze their way to the A. SK Rossi having to rotate all the way from A stairs to C. Having his presence is going to be somewhat
short रे baby चुप रहे short रे baby
weapon in a 1 versus 2.
He's been getting some great shots all throughout.
एक और हो जाए
Does he have the confidence now to try and fight the 1v2? The setup though from Nongshim. solid on the other
left
side.
में एक चाटा और
Crossfire looking
मार दे,
relatively
मार दे।
unbeatable here unless he isolates the angles. Arcros comes through.
गुड़ी को दो, गुड़ी को।
Ivy with the third. And it's Nongshim to
गिरा
a
दिया
second
हमने।
round.
Yeah.
Cheating
Slightly bit of a expensive round there, but
एंटी चैट
I think
एंटी हो
considering
जाए
their
चैट
opponents
में थोड़ा एंगेजमेंट होना चाहिए भाई
is
लोग
kind of what you would consider
ऐसे
or what you would have to
अंदाज
expect
जैसा
every
मुंह बना
single
करके
time.
चैट में मत बैठे रहो
Still
वरना
though.
मैं बहुत मारूंगा गाइस
Dropping
तुम लोग
down
को
to
मालूम है
Eskerosi,
बहुत
that quick
डेंजर
on
मारता
A
हूं
main or
सीधा
A
आरकेओ दे
stairs.
दूंगा सबको ठीक है
That'd be a bit of a
फट से
point of concern here. Wonder if there's enough
भाई
money.
वो
Yeah,
उसको
there it
पिस्ट
is.
पिस्ट
He's
बम
gonna
मांग रहा था
go
दिया ही
for
नहीं
the
भाई
glass cannon. Of
Unlucky हो गया ना अब
course.
उनके लिए।
At the
हाँ
opposite.
भाई अब नहीं
If they
मिलेगा
get
देखो,
अब वो
jinx हो गया।
you can
पता है
just
फिस्ट बम भी नहीं
rendezvous
मिलता है
out
ना
of there.
मोरल हल्का सा
Nongshim
डाउन होता है
though.
मेरे को लगता है
हाँ भाई
Something
बुरा
Morgan
लगता
mentioned
है
also
पूरे
on
दुनिया ने
the
देखा।
Wins
अभी
come
वो
from
रॉसी चाटे
Dambi
मारेगा
Duelist, not from Dambi Controller. Right now, is this the Nongshim that we saw in 2024 and in Pacific? We'll see as Dambi wants to do it all over again in the face of the chamber. Also gets the jump peek onto SK Rossi. They sent the Prowler in the force
My God.
chamber away, but Damara and Madeline,
Damara and the
the
Madeline.
two imports, happy
Shorty,
to
yeah,
play
shorty.
together as one. And there you have it, Velocity just picking apart Nongshim one by one.
Wow, it felt like they focused so much on Rossi
चैट में
that
लड़की नहीं है मैं
once
तो
that door
बढ़ाना
started
चाहता हूँ
opening,
engagement
Velocity was just,
Peace out.
we're going to keep the fight going.
Vishal.
We'll see how that goes. Aye! RB.
yeah.
I'll be thrown
RB.
away.
Not like
Hey,
that,
nah,
not like
NJ
that.
है ना
The
chat
IGL
में.
has to
NJ,
back
are you
away.
there?
Sees this get thrown. Does it even catch RB? Yes, it does. It
Rolando
Tethers
misses
Nongshim
you.
in the tough spot. The stun's there too. And it's RB who gets his first. Ivy also tracking good.
What the
Steel
hell?
Garden out of desperation. Will it be enough to turn the tides here? Ivy right now. This is his name. And he is just unbeatable here. The garden grows in favor
What
of
the heck,
Nongshim.
Rick?
It'll get their third round.
2v4 हो गया
का
The
राउंड ही
metal
नहीं था
foliage blocking all of the chambers of the weapons of
भाई,
Velocity. That was
चैट
huge.
तुम में से
They were
जो
down
लोग
to-
को
it
नींबू
was like,
पे
what,
सुई
2
मारना
versus
आता है
5?
मारो
Yeah.
आईवी के नाम
A
का
great kill for sure.
Ivy
from what
और
we
ये इसके
saw
नाम का भी
from
भाई।
our fate here.
डांबी का
डांबी के नाम का भी भाई।
Really,
ना ब्रो आईवी अकेला निकाल रहे
hampered the
पे
firepower on
मैं
the
पता है
side
बोला ही
of
कि
our
आईवी
opponents.
निकालेगा उसका एम अच्छा
At
चल रहा है
that
अभी
point,
है ना, देखो।
they were just
शेरिफ से भी
NJ
क्या
है chat में
throwing
full
rocks to
support
someone
by
that has
NJ on
a
our
gun.
channel.
What you should be fearful of
Lovely
when
support.
Ivy
Lovely
is
support.
this good this early on. Some great utility from Velocity. Just wasn't enough. Francis now challenging again.
अरे डैमेज पड़ा उसको
It's
शायद।
gonna be Russ in behind.
नहीं,
A lot
नहीं
of
पड़ा,
pressure
नहीं पड़ा,
stopped here by
बच
lightning
गया,
fast. Shim can still back away and take the kill from there.
होगा comeback.
All right, so far
Alex.
a bit of a slowdown here for VLT. As again, they do want, from the looks of it, just to compress.
ये
or
निकल सकता
rather
है मेरे को
group
लगता है
up
अपना ये
on
वाला
that
निकल
inside and
सकता
just,
है
again, use
4v5
the
में भी
numbers.
निकल जाएगा
रीड
Which
करेक्ट
is
है अपना रीड करेक्ट है
हाँ
One of
भाई
their
इसलिए
stronger suits. Now that that haunt is being thrown, they gotta be careful to just
सही
protect
आया
themselves.
ये हुई ना
Trying to give them as much
बात अरे
space.
मादी
But no, no will be had.
They caught Madeline. They got the scan a while ago. And as of now, Nongshim know they can go for the overrun. Beautiful blind into the spray. Dambi just
भाई ये
letting
डांबी अलग ही
it
कुछ
rip.
कर रहा है यार
The full clip to cut two down to shreds. And the
I
spike planted
hate
here by
this
Nongshim.
agent dude
Swap of weapons. Francis now charging out. SK Rossi. Oh, he's has
वैसे एजेंट को हिट नहीं करना चाहिए डमारा ने भी हमें नियॉन से ही जीता
Just the
है
amount of blinds going
Hello,
his
Rohan.
way. Too
नहीं
I
भाई
hate
तुम
the
रोते रहो भाई
player who is playing this
Well
agent
done here by Nongshim. And I
Love you, hate
guess
Damara.
one concern for Velocity as the games have gone
अपनी
on.
team की
right?
बात नहीं कर
This has
रहा,
been the
सामने
comp that they have mastered with the Neon Breach. This is a map that they're so good
भाई वो
at.
W gaming कर रहा है भाई ऐसा लग रहा है कि भाई कॉम्पी खेल रहा
Pacific
है
with lots of local tape for them in South Asia.
गुड़िया बना
Now you
कि
also
हाँ
have that
भाई।
regional tape as well. And
Hacker
Nongshim
भाई,
is a team
hacker।
that loves to do their homework.
चल
Even
रहा है यार
Dr.
इस
Kamondo
country में
mentioned
भाई।
the other day that they could be that star pupil. Would love to see more tape, more extra work for the prep coming into the series.
aggressive approach on Rubble scares away the offense of Nongshim, or maybe just, forces them back. Look at how close SK Rossi is operating.
क्या
And
बात
it's
है भाई
all good measure when
क्या
you
बात
hit
है।
shots like that.
nice pick
SK Rossi,
nice
he doesn't miss those kind of shots. When he's confident he can get away, he's happy to look for that first pick.
Run and
Stark
कर रहा है भाई,
has
तो कौन भी खेल रहा है
beat
भाई।
that duelist years ago. Nightfall comes into play too. The shadow is gonna get utilized here, and all in all,
Shorty भाई,
SK Rossi.
क्या बात है
It's
Rossi
just
my bossy
the Guardian that cannot be beaten. He holds the angles, keeps it steady. He's always on Overwatch duty here for Velocity.
The other reason why Lightning Fast is looking on that A site, he
भाई
doesn't
लाइट
know
ये गोलू निकाल सकता है भाई,
X-Ross
बताएगा
actually.
मेरा गोल
They're not checking.
क्या बात है
That's with 2 kills.
मैं बोला ना निकाल सकता है
And that's
वाला
what
बस ये देखो ये भी
we're
निकाल
gonna put
रहा है
Naos to the test last time around. Cheeky corners from Lightning Fast into the rest of Velocity coming to collect. A second round here for the defenders, but now you're seeing the strengths of Velocity Gaming
अबे
on
रोहन
the
भाई जाके
defense.
BGMI के
No
लो आप
stone unturned. You have to check
BGMI की watch
every
party देखो
single
जाओ।
corner, every single angle when you're facing
पता है
off
नहीं,
against the
बस
two
लिख देता हूँ
players
पहले
that have gone to tier
वाला
1 and
लिखूंगा ना तो
beyond.
अलग लिखूंगा
There you go, just having fun. Again, having that positive tone to the Velocity team. Looking at the kills, pretty well spread out from the defenders. But now they got to be careful. Nongshim, they have Francis with his ultimate ready to invade that C site.
Yeah, and immediately, right, you saw the pings towards Waterfall there. Rolling Thunder the response. Damara again willing to challenge it to Mount, but Ivy's gonna get the shutdown here. And Francis right now making it tough for his opposition. Lightning Fast straight into his face. And with it, Nongshim, they overrun the C site again. They were so aware of Waterfall there, Asarai. And with it now, they do get the spike planted.
That was tricky. You saw Russ. Oh, okay. SK
भाई
Ross,
चल
though,
क्या रहा है
on the lurk. I was about to say,
No,
it's
nothing.
very tricky for Nongshim, especially when you saw Russ
भाई
rip
क्या
out
घुस रहे हैं वो
his,
लोग
Rolling Thunder. But they were able to respond.
फ्रांसिस ने जो अल्ट किया ना यूरो के साथ वो नेक्स्ट पैच से अब नहीं होगा फ्लैश वाला
The counter play that we saw from Velocity.
नहीं बट मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ
At this
कि
point, it's like a pseudo
लोग
anti
का
Nongshim, right?
aggression
Ivy also
बहुत है
the
घुस रहे
third,
हैं
but
मतलब
you know that when Russ lets rip that Rolling Thunder, Damara will be happy to use that space. Francis, even though he falls, he's done his job. The human recon dart with Dimensional Drift, you can't shoot him when he's in his alternate form. And all in all, a great showcase from Madeline with the shots. Nongshim, just a single round to adjust to give them a feed.
That will. Let's just look at that replay again. I was about to say something and then I just remembered. Oh, it's a replay. This is what I wanted to see. This was
भाई यार ये बहुत
got a
ही
little bit confusing. I think Lightning Fast might have also not had an idea.
Believe in
where
Golu, believe in
Francis
Russ.
was about to pop out. So
भाई रॉसी
he
निकाल
just
रहे
went
पिक्स यार
and
रॉसी के बारे में तो
back.
कुछ बोलो
भाई
यार
रॉसी बहुत
Just
अच्छा खेल
get
रहा
out
है
of
बे
harm's way,
भाई
and
वो
then
पिक्स
Francis
निकाल
was
रहा है यार
following
रॉसी
it.
तो है ही।
निकाल रहा है
You know,
वो
one of those
डाम्बी के
Rossi
पिक्स
तो है
निकाल रहा है भाई
situations.
स्टार्टिंग में
That being said, though,
What are you saying, dude?
Velocity.
Believe
I am
in
not
Rossi,
saying Rossi is
bro.
not playing bad. I am saying believe in
Three-round
Golu because
deficit.
he's gonna play heroes.
Call on a tactical
तो वो देख।
timeout just to mull
गोलू
things
प्ले
over
पे प्ले
once
बनाएगा
again.
हाईलाइट
एक
रील में
अभी
गोलू होगा
रॉसी
So
ने
much is on
टाइप
the
किया है
line here.
कुछ
The power struggle between the top 3 teams in this group
डॉट
lies.
exe डाला है उसने समझ रहे हो
this
क्या कौन
first
सा
round.
वाला अब देख तू
And, you know, a timeout
अब
from Coach
देख तू
Godspeed
कैसे
who
टपे
has
टपे
really
पड़ेंगे
helped this Velocity squad make their system, make this composition as fine-tuned
पानी
as
चाहिए
can
यार,
be.
पानी घर पे
Right
नहीं
now,
है
the
यार,
concern
मेरे
is just
पानी
how
का क्या
Nongshim
करूँगा इस
are
पानी नहीं
playing
आता मेरे
against
घर
some of
यार।
those strats right now.
दिव्य जी
And
तुम्हारे
sure,
यहाँ दिवाली
Damara
का
has
फराल
got moments from door
बनता है
into
क्या
mount,
फराल मतलब
but coming into
ए फराल
the
क्या
last
बोलते हैं
round,
ब्रो
it was a bit more
फराल
readable
दिवाली का फराल
there from Nongshim.
फराल
And at the same time, you were talking about
मतलब
how Lightning
उपवास
Fast
करते
had
हैं
the
ना
TP
वो।
back
वो
to the
फराड़ी
side. He was
चिवड़ा।
kinda stuck with the
हाँ
Mara
मतलब
rolling.
फराड़ी
हाँ,
चीज
हाँ,
खा
फराड़।
सकते हैं ना
फराड़
वो फराड़
बोलते हैं।
हाँ फराड़ बोलते हैं
Francis in position to catch
गुजराती
the
में
game
भी तो
back.
वही बोलते हैं
So
फराड़।
solid start here from Nongshim.
फराल
Whenever we see Dambi
अब वो
on
हिंदी में
Neon,
बोलते हैं
it
बट
really
गुजराती में
just
फराड़
brings
फराड़,
बोलते हैं।
फराड़।
shades of
हाँ,
Francis
वो मुझे पता है,
of the
फराड़।
second
हाँ
game.
तो वो सेम ही है उधर।
I love how we're seeing
हाँ बनता है ना
high
बनता है
skills coming out from our sentinels here as well.
पेट भर के
Oh, that flash.
मैं नहीं
though.
खाता बस
SK Ross forced back, and I think this is one of the few times that we're actually
मुझे नहीं
seeing
पसंद।
him.
फराड़ पेट भर
not
के नहीं
be
खाया
on that
जाता,
border.
फराड़ की तरह खाया जाता है।
Didn't he?
अबे भाई ये जो उपवास करते हैं ना मेरे को तो
Yeah.
उनसे चिढ़ मचती है
A
पता
little
है
bit of a shallow amount of cash there, and
बताऊंगा
you
इसका
can't
रीजन
always go
बताऊंगा
for the naked op or the glass cannon. It's just not well worth it.
टकली चिवड़ा
Still get a
करेंगी
cycle, especially in that round where he did get
भाई
shut
जो
down.
लोग उपवास
Good
करते हैं
sword
ना
to
गाइस
force. But don't count out SK Rossi.
उन लोगों को कभी उपवास नहीं
Knows how
करना
to
चाहिए
get these
इतने
incredible shots playing onto
ये
heaven right
बेवकूफ
now.
लोग होते हैं
Dambi
वो,
clearing the
बताऊंगा
outside
क्यों।
with the slide, sees the head of Francis, but Francis is even sharper now. Flash comes on in, utilities there too. Nightfall right now, the response. Nongshim
मेरा
will
इसके
try to
पीछे
respond here
thinking
with the
है।
overdrive.
तुम लोग
The
उसको
Prowler should get the
accept-
catch
मतलब
onto Dambi,
मानोगे।
but it's looking tough here. Francis over onto the corner here by
Nice
drop,
Tamara.
cleared by
Eh,
Tamara.
eh, eh,
RB
eh,
also
eh,
the
eh.
next station, but the overdrive.
Oh my
Just
God!
saw the opposition.
Tamara खा गया।
It's just so frightening. It's just lightning here from Damara. Electrifying now on the retake. Ivy trying to stand tall. But Damara Oh man, it's just damage here done by Velocity.
ये आईवी को देख के
आइयो।
बोल्ट फैंटम लेने का तो
जो
मन कर रहा है।
जो लोग उपवास करते हैं वो लोग का मैं तुमको बताता हूँ। पहले उपवास होता था कि पूरा दिन कुछ नहीं खाना है, फिर बोला भगवान जी सिर्फ पानी पीऊंगा। पहले बिना पानी के होता था उपवास। भगवान जी सिर्फ पानी पीऊंगा, कुछ खाऊंगा नहीं। तो वो भी भगवान जी कुछ बोल नहीं रहे, ये अपने आप से एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है भाई ह्यूमन कि भाई नहीं, खाली पानी पीऊंगा, कुछ खाऊंगा नहीं। फिर पानी पिया। भगवान जी बस प्रसाद वसाद खा लूंगा आपका दिया हुआ, बट बाकी खाना नहीं खाऊंगा, भूखा रहूंगा पूरा दिन। फिर भगवान जी सिर्फ फरसान वाली फराली चीज़ें खाऊंगा, उपवास की चीज़ें खाऊंगा एक टाइम, बट पूरे दिन कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा। फिर भगवान जी सिर्फ एक बार का खाना खाऊंगा, पर फराली नहीं, सब कुछ एक बार का ही खाऊंगा। एक बार खाऊंगा, फिर पूरा दिन कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा, एक बार ही खाऊंगा खाली, बट सब कुछ रोटी सब्जी दाल चावल सब खाऊंगा उसमें, बट भगवान जी पूरा दिन उपवास करूंगा। फिर भगवान जी पूरा दिन का खा लिया है, बस रात को थोड़ी भूख लगी है, भूख नहीं फराली खानी है, रात को केले के चिप्स खाऊंगा, बट पूरा दिन कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा। फ्रूट्स खाऊंगा भगवान, बट बाकी खाना नहीं खाऊंगा। ऐसे करते करते सब कुछ खा तो लेते हैं ये साले।
Get one
बोलते
for
हैं भाई
free
बस
there.
उपवास किया।
Now it's Nongshim stuck in no man's land. We've seen how oppressive the retakes have been from Velocity towards A. Does it happen here towards C? The stun of Francis lightning fast
अरे
with the
unknown बस
connection.
बता रहा हूँ,
One
जो
by
लोग
one.
उपवास रखते हैं उसकी बात
Nongshim
कर
Red
रहा हूँ।
Force falling here. And it's up to RB and Dambi to try and pick up the pieces. The flood now on the retake. Here comes Velocity, and quickly as they come, quickly they will kick out Nongshim. 4 now here
ज्ञानी
for
बाबा कहाँ थे
Velocity.
आप?
आ रहे वापस गेम में आ रहे।
Like you mentioned, so confusing to be
भाई
in the shoes
पानी
of
पी के आता
Ivy
हूँ
there.
भगवान, पर पूरा
Are they
दिन कुछ
gonna
नहीं
quickly
खाऊंगा।
rush out from the doorway? Do I look behind? And then the timing was just so velocity coded. How was he supposed to deal with that? There was this part where both of the walls, the neon walls, was just again too much coverage, too much shrouding that they couldn't really deal with it, and then this just happened. Yeah,
At this-
lightning fast.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, at this point, that door is the 6th man for Velocity right now. It has helped them so many times in these rounds. And you were talking about it before we got into this timeout, right? Nongshim, because of the retake game from Velocity, they don't really want to mess with A anymore. They found success into C. But those C takes have always been contended. There's always a Damara that shows up from one angle or the other. The flank was strong there too. And right now, it's Velocity bouncing back through mastery of the map.
एक कमबैक है अभी कमबैक है।
Mastery of that map.
Like
Definitely.
एक
I was
poem
about to say
था, आज
just
उपवास है,
how
1 किलो
good the
केला।
timing really is, and again, as you described, just how
ऐसे ही
well
होता है भाई।
Velocity understand.
इसलिए
Now,
नाम है
I
उपवास
think
रखता
one
हूँ
of the
गाइस।
biggest issues
ज्यादातर
that we're seeing
कभी
here
दादी
from
ने बोला तो
Nongshim
नाम के लिए रख लेता हूँ।
isn't really
या
their
फिर मैं नहीं
ability
खाता पूरा
to
दिन। ये
initiate;
सब
it's
नहीं
their
करता।
ability to follow through. Right? They have the capability to
अगर रखा
understand
तो
what Velocity
अगर
does
मतलब
at the
mostly नहीं
beginning
रखता
of each of
उपवास
every one of these
क्योंकि
rounds,
अभी
but it seems like
अभी के टाइम में
having
उपवास का कोई मतलब ही नहीं रहा है। सब लोग ने चेंज
some
कर दिया उपवास
hindrance
का मतलब।
onto what to do once they actually plant that spike down. How the hell is Velocity rotating around this map this quickly and with us not really having any presence against
Well,
it?
there you go. That's the answer. SK Rossi losing
Obviously
out to Francis now with
unknown.
help from RB. And I dare say, the strength really for Velocity are those retakes, are those post plants. Because I think it's similar to what Naos ran last time around. Nongshim have no real utility to force someone off the spike besides what the Ivy Razor Vines, and you still need to move anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what one thing Velocity has in
पूरा ये
this
लोग चेंज मार के निकल गए भाई।
of course. And given that Nongshim, they got the pick. They forced
हाथ
Velocity
में
to
उनके
play
साइड
into
भाई,
A,
हाथ
and we're
में।
back to the C side.
और उसने बी पे दे कंट्रोल करके रखा हुआ
Really,
है।
let's plant this spike on that C site.
They changed it up. Like, because this
आईवी के
time Ivy's
पिक्स
there,
आएंगे बहुत जोर से
lurking towards B.
ये देख मारेगा ना, देखना यहाँ पे आईवी मस्त
रुक डैम मारेगा टाइमिंग
ओ टाइमिंग हो गया
Yeah, I'm about to say, there's just so many angles that he has to really look forward to as that lurk. It's just difficult
सब नहीं
to
खाऊंगा
be
बे।
in that situation.
मेंढक कौन
Absolutely
खाता
right.
है
And now Francis looking to make something right
God,
here
right.
by taking down Damara. One more target
Nice.
though, and it's the same conundrum. Where do you
Oh
look
my
if you don't
God.
shim?
2v2
Velocity, look to
Russ
flood
की
from the
HP
door
बहुत
again.
strong है।
Another Rolling Thunder, Russ! Where are you getting his ultimates from? Like fast getting his
Abbe
position now, but he's spotted here by RB. 30 HP here for Russ.
Nah man,
And
that
no real
fade reveal
chance
got them
to
the round.
make that claim happen.
Give me
A
the
good
cockroach
effort from
दे दे उधर try
Velocity,
करके।
but this is stronger on the shots from Nongshim. And Dambi wants more. He wants to get the punish going. A single bullet should be enough. The spray, there you
Crab
have it.
IK.
Confirmation and a 6th
Crab
round
IK भी
from
rating.
Nongshim.
That got awkward though. I thought,
Typhoon
yeah,
the smell
there
is
was the rolling thunder. It's like,
diabolical
oh, this
नहीं
should be
खाया
an
proper
easy
typhoon.
win. And then you see RB throw out a well-timed haunt just so that no one could go through the
अबे,
road or follow
lead
through
मिल
the
गया
rolling
था
thunder
बे।
as velocity without being noticed.
रिवील हुआ
That kill on the lightning fast was just because of that one haunt, and that
वो
was
रिवील
enough
हुआ ना वो
to
दिक्कत हो
stop
गया
them
अगर वो
from stopping
अल्ट से वहां पे
Blossom
बैठा
from
होता
off
तो
their
फिर भी
own
चलता
ultimate.
I mean, RB the most.
हाँ फ्लैश था क्या वो
Right
फ्लैश होके
now,
बैठा था
he is
नहीं
RB,
नहीं नहीं नहीं
the leader here for Nongshim. And he started and finished that
पेड़ ने
round
हट करी हुई थी ना
with a critical haunt. So Nongshim
तो क्या हो गया
back
फ्लैश
sending
नहीं था
Francis
अरे
out
तो
for
वो
a
ये
अल्ट
लोग
भी
क्या
ठीक है
चमन
उसने
है
ना फिर
बे।
बाद में रिवील भी डाला ना
Wants to be
इसके लिए वो
side.
रिवील हुआ उसके लिए उसने मारा थ्रू
Open it up.
ये किस डायमंड प्लेयर से
अल्ट
बात
में
कर
बैठा
रहा हूँ
होता
मैं
ना वहाँ
चैट
पे तो चलता तो फिर भी एक बार चलता वो अल्ट नहीं वो
Attack
रिवील
as
नहीं करना
Francis
चाहिए
gets overwhelmed. The beautiful flash though. But there
किस
is a
डायमंड
heavy
प्लेयर से
on
बात
the
कर रहा हूँ
defense.
चैट में
अबे भाई वो
also
डायमंड प्लेयर
silencing the
इमॉर्टल ही
intentions
कह
of
दे
Nongshim. Dambi, he needs the tracking. He finds Damara quickly there. From this point on, Nongshim just play the corners and play with the time. Velocity understand that, will give up the round just to have something to bring to the last round of their defense.
Yeah, for sure. There's just so much heat, too many angles, not enough bodies
Gibiji,
to
how
throw.
old are you if you don't mind to
Dambi's-
say
you know, he has
मैं
judged.
25
He
yes.
can just keep doing this all the way. Oh, he upgraded. Well,
क्या बोल रहे हो सालो
you know
मेरे
what I
पीठ पीछे
You can just hunt for weapons and take that out of their hands.
क्या
Great angle.
कोकोनट ज्यादा यूज
First time I've
बोला
ever
ही नहीं
seen
हमने।
that
मेरी
angle.
चैट बोल रही है
Give the prod the
अबे
round.
नहीं
बोल
आपको
रही है
नहीं
chat?
है
Shout
इसको
out to
बोल
you
रहा था
observers, but yeah, in any case, that was quick decision making here.
चैट क्या बोल
जिमी
रही
को
है?
मैं डायमंड प्लेयर बोल रहा था
They sense weakness on the B side thanks to the intel provided
बराबर
by
बोला।
the dimensional drift, and they just took the site and called it a day.
इमॉर्टल ही कह दे
I like it. Again, it's very straightforward.
बिच्छू भी मिलता है
Simple
उधर
in
ए
essence, but
would you like
it
to
has
eat some बिच्छू
Such a
there
big impact. And now, look, speaking
nah
of
bro I'm
impact,
vegetarian
they
I'm
really
only
did a
fine with
number
eggs
on
though
the economy here
I
for
might
Velocity on
eat
this
a
first round of the first
freaking
half.
crab dude
Not
खाओ
sure.
खाओ बिंदास खाओ
Yeah, they got basically what they need, I think, to get things started, especially with the overdrive available for Dambi.
And you can see how Velocity has been affected by Dambi's presence again. Judge in hand, won't see much of the op. Or the sniper from SK Rossi, the shotgun. He's trying his best.
अरे
Desperation
माँ
there to
की
look for a
आँख
pick.
पूरा
A great
भसड़ी
rendezvous to at least survive. Nongshim will take the site.
15 के तो नहीं होंगे
But after shot,
15?
just barely
भाई
missing
25 साल का हूँ
RB
मैं,
there.
15 कहाँ से?
And I like how RB not really planting it on the middle of the site. It's just slightly elevated just in case maybe someone gets there. At least you can spot it from waterfall as well.
Yeah.
But here's the fight from the retake.
The mount two. Perfect flash and Francis! What was that? Snappy again. Quick flicks to get two. Overdrive as well here from Dambi, so to play against any kind of range. SK Rossi trying to cross through the vines, but damage done here by Dambi. Damara getting in position.
अरे क्या
Dambi,
हो रहा
Damara.
है?
They spot each other. It's Ivy and RB to come to collect. And Nongshim Red Force
DJ.
will stamp authority throughout this
कोई
first
बात
half.
नहीं
8 for
अटैक
4
अपना है
to end
अटैक
it
अपना
here.
है
भाई
Don't forget.
अटैक निकालना पड़ेगा और अटैक में कौन कर सकता है मालूम है काम अपना
That flash. from
Damara.
Francis.
रस एंड डमारा ही कर
Incredible.
सकते हैं
Look at that.
उसके अलावा
Even through
कोई नहीं कर
See
सकता
the second kill. It was just a quick flick through the paranoia as well.
कुत्ता बिल्ली हाँ कुत्ता बिल्ली मिलते
Had it
मिलते हैं ना
memorized
मेरे
all
को
in his
इंटरेस्ट
head.
नहीं है उस सब में
How to go for the quick
I'm a
spray
pure
transfer there. And that was
इंडियन
a
एटेरियन
big boon.
इंडिया में जो
to
खाते
just,
खाते
you know,
वही खाऊंगा
neuter
वहाँ
the
जाके
capabilities of this
क्योंकि
retake
वहाँ सस्ता
from
मिलेगा
Velocity. With that
अदर
being
देन
said,
दैट
we're
कुछ
gonna
भी
go for a
फालतू
quick
चीज नहीं खानी
halftime
है मेरे
break.
को जिससे कि मैं बीमारी लेके आऊँ इधर देखो याद है वो VLT आरपी सर्वर आया था उसमें केकड़ा करके एक बंदा था केकड़ा नहीं फेफड़ा था बली फाफड़ा ठीक है वो भी लेगेसी में था VLT में नहीं था राउटजी के साथ घूमता था अफड़ा भाई। वहाँ चिकन नहीं मिलता क्या बोल? ए भाई एक बात बता, वहाँ चिकन नहीं मिलता? मिलता होगा ना चिकन?
मिलता ही होगा ना
तो भाई चैट बोल रही है वहाँ चिकन नहीं मिलता।
अरे वो खाली तेरी चैट है, तू क्या विश्वास कर रहा है?
हाँ भाई क्या है
उनको अभी आरपी देखने को मिल नहीं रहा ना, तो वो तड़प रहे हैं।
हाँ तो कुछ भी बोल रहे। ये देख डमारा की तबीयत खराब है ब्रो।
वाले नहीं है भाई।
ब्रो देख डमारा ऐसा सांस नहीं ले पा रहा है, उसको
अरे
तीखा लग
सांस
रहा
नहीं
है।
ले पा रहा है क्या यार? नाक से लेते ना सांस।
अरे पर उसको दिख, इसकी आंखों में पानी है, देख उसको सर्दी हो रखी है।
अरे आंखों में
कुछ
पानी
कुछ
है।
दिक्कत
अरे
है,
क्या
कुछ
पता
दिक्कत
वो
है उसको,
इमोशनल हो रहा हो
कुछ
कि
दिक्कत
यार
है।
मैं बैंकॉक में हूँ, मजा आ रहा है मुझे, इमोशनल हो रहा हो।
भाई यूफो ने ध्यान नहीं रखा डमारा का अच्छे से, उसको कोक क्यों पीने दी? मेहमान है ना हमारे।
बीमारी मतलब नहीं तो 1.5 साल घर पे बैठना पड़ेगा भाई। तो ऑनलाइन नहीं मिलता कुछ भी भाई। तो हेलो ऋतिक, दो लोग भाई, विश्वास नहीं कर सकता मैं अपनी चैट का। इज्जत का फालूदा कराएगी मेरी दूसरे स्ट्रीमर्स के सामने। थू।
रस भाई ने दिया है कुछ, रस भाई ने दिया है कुछ पीछे से। कॉल 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 कॉल।
And we have
What the world are
returned.
you talking
Second
about?
half gonna go underway. 8-4, Nongshim to Velocity. What is happening here? Feels like there's a lot of counterplay that we're seeing from Nongshim. It's non-stop.
अगर डमारा ने ये
into this game
पूरा
more
राउंड
than
निकाला और
prepared.
गेम निकाला,
Velocity,
मेरे तरफ से
they're gonna
हाई
have to
मसाज।
all the way back. We've seen them do that before.
Damara
खुद
Damara
करेगा?
quickly in position.
मैं
आप
खुद
पर्सनल
करूंगा।
देखो।
B,
पर्सनली
free for
हर एक
taking. So
एक्यूप्रेशर
Nongshim, let's go
दबाऊंगा।
for the 5v5.
Yeah, they're gonna push through on Baby Door here, but you can see the Velocity just has other plans.
Yeah, the blinds there, and here comes Francis immediately.
Bye,
So
Mikey.
Mardo finding out
Mikey,
Tappy,
bye.
Velocity winning out the trades here. Good hold so
Meron
far.
na kayo,
They're willing to
Mikey.
beat on
Pero
that.
wala.
Francis again. The Sheriff just rings through. Ivy winning fight there, and Francis!
साहब, ये
He
क्या
does
है?
not miss! Nongshim with the pistol. What a contested mini door angle,
सर्दी
but
में
hey,
intention की वजह
it's the defense's to claim.
What? Yeah, that's just about as good of
Mikey
a
भाई,
reaction
कहीं
as I can
कोच तो नहीं
do.
हो गए?
It looks so
अरे
good
आजकल
already.
कोचिंग चालू है,
for
पता है भाइयों?
Velocity. I think
हमारे
one
cops
of
की।
maybe the biggest things is they overcommitted to the
Prodigy
fight.
cops की coaching
Having to
चालू है
push
भाइयों,
towards
heavy
Baby
वाली।
Door is probably the biggest no-no in that situation. They really tried hard. Like they had every single utility perfectly placed to deny Nongshim from forcing themselves into Baby Door, and if Velocity tried to wiggle themselves out, I think that might have been the way, right? And Francis, like you mentioned, just does not miss that
दिवाली है तो
situation.
बूम बाम तो होगा ही।
Well, he's gonna miss out on the round right now.
कहाँ
even
और
though
कहीं
it
और
was
जाके
yes
बूम
or
बाम
yes a
करने की
while
प्लानिंग
ago.
कर रहे हो?
In any case,
Mikey Tiger
Velocity,
2.79
an
continuous
interesting
streak.
call coming into this one, Asurai. A force buy here, despite losing the last round. 3 stingers
Krish
to
अभी
look for the
20
rush down.
करने
And
वाला
look
था
at
gifted,
Damara, if
भाग
he
गया
can
ना?
find
लव
any
भाई,
value
लव भाई भी
here.
chat में नहीं है
Kylo
ना?
said it though. Courtesy of
लग
Ivy
गया ना?
and
चूना लगा के
RB.
चले गए
Forces
ना
the
दोनों।
utility now, the stun, the paranoia. Madeline with the catch on Ivy here. And RB the one to also play the Sheriff in this situation. Nongshim at least keeping the numbers in check. But Velocity, they've done the good work to take the C site.
Spike planted.
This will be definitely paid for. Oh, the push out, lightning fast, the bait out with the hot. We take those.
निकाल लो भाई, ये वाला round निकाल लो भाई, बहुत
Velocity,
important
lightning fast
round
is
है
not
यार।
done though. Nose down, he's low, and here comes lightning fast yet again. He's quick. And he makes sure 2 are dead. X-Ross
अच्छा,
now
लव भाई है।
found on out. A sliver to
क्रिश
work
भाई
with.
चूना लगा गए भाई।
The Bulldog sure.
RBI के general
Against the
manager।
Outlaw. Against Russ as well. It is just too tough to handle. X-Ross. Time's not on his
उसकी health भी
side.
low है, निकल जाएगा।
Tries to go for the paranoia play. Also with the smoke. The tap comes in, but Madeline heard it. The Prowler too for confirmation.
नसीब भाई, बहुत important round था भाई।
Velocity. They kept their cool there, Asurai, and they make the force by work.
Yeah, just giving Nongshim a taste of their own medicine, right?
वहाँ जाके spike
Taking the
plant
eco
करोगे
from just
क्या?
a while ago. SK Rossiter with
क्या
the
बोल रहे हो
outlaw.
यार?
Always getting value, never disappointing. That's always going to be a cause of concern for Nongshim
अरे
here.
हाँ, UPI से
And
याद
I
आया,
will add
तो
it for
UPI
X-Ross
add
as
करना था
well.
कल का।
Yeah.
Awkward smoke for him, if you saw it.
Yeah.
Trying to defuse a spike, and
Ronaldo
he
ने
couldn't
भेजा
really
था,
see inside his own
मनप्रीत
smoke,
भाई ने
so the placement
500 का भेजा था,
definitely
add करना है।
also didn't help his
यार
case. Not
gifted
sure
अच्छा
how
लगता है यार
big
भाई
was
वो।
of an impact, but still.
I mean, at that
Gifted
point,
feel
panic
है भाई।
sells in, right? And you also have to compound it with You blinding only one player, deafening only one player, the other will hear it anyways. So in any case, Velocity turning things around on a dime. Paranoia, Nongshim trying to contest into rubble with the lesser buy, and RB makes them work for it. But besides that, Velocity again stable. Never mind, shaken by RB. And as Madeline gets a 3K, RB has a hot hand, shut down by SK Rossi. Can Ivy pull it off? A 2v1, an incredible prowler as well. Madeline, the voice of reason here for Velocity. Headhunters out. The pistol here trained until an angle Ivy can take. The round's not over yet. Ivy's trying to find a better place to fight from.
Flank हो गया, info मिल गया. Rossi on the kill. Rossi on the
about
kill.
to say,
off angle.
is that the trap deactivated? Could have been a nice
नहीं
little
नहीं होगा,
flank.
flash नहीं
SK
होगा.
Rossi though.
SK Rossi.
ना
Ivy's gonna be able to cross that without
क्या
taking
बात है
punishment.
भाई, बहुत important rounds निकल रहे हैं अभी.
Again by
इनका
Velocity.
10 नहीं होने देना यार, जब तक अपने
They
खुद
do
के 8
have
या 9
a
नहीं हो जाते.
tendency to just stabilize around whatever they control here in the
वरना
map.
बहुत दिक्कत
It was just some
होगी नहीं
incredible shots from RB. Like, Nongshim are hot with the sheriffs coming into this game. And some great fortitude here from Velocity to just handle that one. SK Rossi as well. The trademark to the Outlaw. He's been consistent here so far.
He really has been. Like, even to the point that I think he just can keep using that weapon throughout the entirety of the game and still be such a threat. Anyways, moving on.
I think it's a matter of debate based on the pace Nongshim has been playing. And speaking of, Dambi, he's already breaking the trademark, causing all the eyes of Velocity to suddenly turn on the round. Also notes once here by the pillars, and Madeline actually catching out Dambi. Nongshim taking a step too far. Velocity at their punish.
Yeah. Thought it was going to be an easy kill for, or against SK Rossi. Absolutely not. X-Ross. Oh my god, that relay bolt. Where is he going to go? Nowhere.
That hurts for X-Ross. Velocity. Stellar with the punish so far. While it's waiting for Nongshim to barrel down their way. Discipline. So many players. You peek at the one? No, it's 4. And in whatever direction, you will be felled. RB learns that the hard way. Velocity just playing the clock.
हो गया.
Knows they have so much time to work
Favorite
with.
Phantom skin? मेरी favorite Phantom skin है Singularity.
Waterfall. Fault line as well, forcing Ivy to come on closer. Position, and Ivy given a chance to whittle them down. 1v2. Ivy again in a scenario where he has to clutch.
अगर ये Ivy ने निकाल दिया ना, नंगा ना
He's had a monster game, but will he bring fear
Russ भाई के आगे
here?
कोई कुछ
So
बोल
close,
सकता है क्या?
but Russ is fearless on the other side. Velocity handled that one.
And they definitely did. Oh, it was so close down to the wire. Let's just break down this incredibly hectic, looks like VLT heard Toasty's first part. A big punish for Velocity as again Nongshim.
Oh, crazy.
एक और बार किया था
Saw Madeline's eyes like roll like a sigh of relief.
You heard it, insane Russ, insane from the IGL. Nongshim though are making Velocity work for these rounds, and right now when they have the advantage, that's a concern here for Velocity. Damar though in position, Lightning Fast gonna be there as well. Damar is still looking to continue the threat, and there he goes. The train never stops here. Damara has no brakes, and the damage has been done here by Velocity.
And push comes to shove. Seems like Nongshim are going to get just completely repositioned.
Wait.
Always good on the aim. 1 versus 3, he's got a chance.
He's made us believers before. It's been close throughout this map. But there's the one, picks up the gun. Suddenly though, Velocity's there. And, you know, we keep saying close. Close enough. Velocity are 1 away from tying things up here, Asarai, and I wouldn't be surprised if Nongshim call a timeout soon.
They kind of have to, right? There's just... They're trying to change the pace. We've seen I think styles already from Velocity here. A controlled way and a very aggressive in-your-face way.
I'm already a competitive player, bro.
Neither has worked out so far. But that being said, we'll see. Maybe another round, and that's when they're going to be calling that timeout. For now, they have their gun round. They have the Steel Garden. Ivy's still pretty cracked. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's been 4 rounds in a row for Velocity. And remember, they just need to win one map! They just need to win one map, and without one pick, it's Seaside wide open again. Francis, though, still here by Pillar. Dimensional Drift, there is no way you can escape lightning fast Wrath. It's in the name! It's in the game! And his aim has been so true so far. Double for him. Spike to be planted. Down here right now, finding Madeline. On the retake. It's 2 different angles here from Nong Shim. X-Ross, the Prime, the Paranoia. Velocity have decided to play offside here already, but look at that spike plant here. The Rolling Thunder disrupted.
सही है, stun भी है.
ये हुई ना बात. अभी एक stun मार करके
आ गया, stun आ गया, stun आ गया.
I've seen this.
गोलू का गेम है, गोलू का गेम है, बता रहा हूँ. गोलू का गेम है, गोलू का गेम है, बता रहा हूँ. गोलू का गेम है.
For the tap on the spike.
गोलू.
Creepy, lightning fast, commanding the round.
Let's go.
And while Jambi tries to at least make something happen, it's just all lightning fast again.
Champions
Godly from Golu, Velocity, tie it up.
So smart too. I think that was like almost at the tail end, or I can't actually recall, but when you have that ultimate, the Rolling Thunder used alongside from the shadows, there's really nobody that's gonna check. Are we getting flanked by this Omen? Is that really happening? And then it just does. Like you mentioned, there is no way that Nong Shim would have read that situation. They would have been just laser focused on C Long, and that risky wraparound just works out so well for Velocity. And again, those kind of plays is just incredibly Velocity coded.
Oh, and there you have it. Timeout finally called by Nong Shim, but I was like, I know Nong Shim still has a timeout, even though the HUD didn't say so. And there you have it. Like, what do you even do? Like, lightning fast. He stuck around the tier 1 scene for a great while. He has been impressive on the Omen from what we've seen from him, and he's so good at finding these off angles, whether it be on a map like Ascent versus Naos. Right now,
English casters ये लोग इसको गोलू बुलाते हैं.
He has just been one of the stars of South Asia for such a long time, and
गोलू उसका पॉपुलर नेम है ना. टीममेट्स भी गोलू बुलाते हैं.
टीममेट्स से कास्टर्स की बात कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ तो नहीं, टीममेट्स में ही बुलाते थे ना, तभी उसका वही पॉपुलर हो गया था. गोलू ही बुलाते थे.
अरे इंडियन कास्टर्स बुलाते हैं, समझ में आता है.
हाँ सभी.
नहीं सभी
हैं, ये लोग भी गोलू बुलाते हैं. ये जो बोल रहे हैं,
गोलू खुद इंटरव्यू में खुद को गोलू बोल के गया ना.
Played in the teams that he's been with, right? I remember. He was also known for his like raise. Like,
वो बोलता है Russ gives me call, Golu do this, Golu do that.
Still being like this on an Omen, insane in the memory.
Indonesian भी Golu बुलाते हैं.
Velocity have gone global before, and right now they're taking the world stage by storm. Trades for trades though, no Shim happy to respond. And RB taking point here, but SK Rossi, he's ready again. Overdrive, what overdrive? Russ will just hit the brakes onto Tappy's face. Ivy. It's the same scenario for Ivy. Nong Shim go for the full send onto Rubble. And Velocity, they feel the tempest rising, they weather the storm. And Ivy has to do it all again for the defense.
That's kind of awkward though too, right? As you mentioned it, Russ is so good at tempering his skill set as that breach, where he saved up the aftershock.
Jimmy इसके पास ult है. अभी भी बोल रहा हूँ.
अरे कुछ नहीं होगा भाई.
Early celebrate मत कर.
अरे कुछ नहीं होगा भाई.
If I try to cross to the right, I'm gonna get shot. If I try to cross to the left, I'm still gonna get shot. So
वो तो मारूंगा. अगर आईवी ने निकाला नंगा नाचूंगा स्ट्रीम पे.
With the overdrive, and
अगर आईवी ने निकाल दिया तो.
And at this point, Nong Shim are the ones falling for the tricks of Velocity. But these isolated fights are always good for Ivy. The score says it all with 24. Phantom picked on up. But this is a bit of deja vu. This is a very familiar scenario for Ivy. And you see him immediately double take in back off.
इज्जत तो होते देखना चाहता हूँ, but I don't want to lose this round.
Nice little upgrade on the pistol and the Steel Garden, so there is the potential, but can't forget that SK Rossi is playing with no rifles or primary weapons. He does have the tour de force though. Oh, Ivy doesn't even look at it too.
Confidence ऐसी नहीं रखता हूँ.
Was trained on it. Probably heard the sound cues from spawn as soon as he planted that spike. And Velocity have truly
lead आ गई
rallied.
अब throw नहीं करेंगे.
What was this coming into the second half, right? 8-4 in favor of Nong Shim.
Yeah.
Now it's 10-9 in favor of Velocity Gaming.
कहाँ निकाला उसने round?
Velocity make the impossible possible, man. This
Hey, I think that statement has defined our Ascension run so far.
yeah,
We
for sure.
like Morgan has been the truest believer since day one. We became believers the first time we watched them. I still remember we were together having a little watch party, but everyone's talking about Velocity Gaming right now. And even more so when you shut down Dambi just like that. He didn't even get to play the game here. Now Damara tries to come on through with the trades immediate courtesy of Madeline. And it's Velocity putting their forces onto the A side.
Wow. You try to take an inch, they'll take just a mile. Every single trade is net positive for Velocity.
What are you talking about, bro?
And you can just feel how thin Nongshim are stretched. Not just in the positioning, but I think in just how they're trying to maneuver against their opponents. Their positioning might be fine, but then again, it's just how they respond, react to it.
It just hasn't looked comfortable from Nongshim at all on this defense, whether they have space on the site or not. Spike now planted here by Madeline. Straight onto the center. We've seen Velocity play off site before.
Easy,
to just get that time going in their favor. Steel Garden though. Nongshim though caught in the crossfire. In position. The shorty doing some damage. Ivy still decayed. Looking to get a bit healthy here. Lightning fast confirms the kill. It's all up to Francis now. The Yoru here of Nongshim. He's trying to do it all, but there's too much to handle. The pressure's on Nongshim now as Velocity are pulling away from the lead.
Nothing that they're trying to do with the firefights. This is
सोन पापड़ी
it's
खाओगे
just
पर सोन पापड़ी से याद आया
look at this.
हमारा को सोन पापड़ी खिलाया गया
Is
वहाँ
just playing around against them with a sheriff, mind you. I mean, he
सोन
even has
पापड़ी
a
लूंगा
battle in his
भाई
hands.
दमारा को खिलाऊंगा
Yeah.
सोन पापड़ी तो गुजराती फूड है ना क्या है गुजराती है
Oh,
मराठी
sorry. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
सबका है वो सबका
My bad.
सोन तो सबका भाई बहुत फेमस
For a
है
while. My bad. My bad.
Tamara. He's just been so solid at contesting Dambi. Scoreline isn't the best indicator for him. Nongshim on the other hand. Here we go again. Fast lanes cross. And Damara is the one.
Oh my god, Damara!
Tickets. The red
Mera
light,
jalebi
green light. Damara's just
dikhayega
showing them
tu.
the door instead. This is one game Velocity loves to play. And Damara, he was hot there. He got 3. Finally taken down by Francis.
भाई अटैकमेंट ले डाला इनको निचोड़ दिया भाई धेचाटे दिए भाई
Okay, it's gonna go up back to A heaven.
Take some snacks for VLT.
to
Yeah, I will. I have
somewhat
plans.
faster.
But
This
before
call
that,
for
I need to
Velocity is just
to
gonna
complete
hurt
all my plans by
again.
tomorrow.
Nongshim's
Otherwise, I'm gonna fuck.
Shot to take
अब
at
कल
map
लेके
control
जाना
with
पड़ेगा
their 2
मुझे
players
snacks and
remaining. This is
everything.
just
कल
gonna be,
लेना पड़ेगा
I
आज
mean,
पूरा
I
दिन
don't think I've even heard
Yeah,
it. Now he's
doctor
gonna
के
be
पास
hearing
और
that
सारी
fault
चीज़ों
line
में गया।
end as well as the haunt,
But tomorrow
and that's
I
gonna be the
will
signal
be-
for them to start rotating. But again, with the 2 versus 4, no smokes, no ultimates, no nothing, a few rifles and maybe a flash. How is it going to be enough against this monster of a Velocity team?
Yeah, at this point, the track is just on loop. It's been a broken record from Nongshim, but at least Francis and Ivy can make the contest happen. Ivy now creeping forward. They look to perhaps pinch onto Russ. I will clear it. The flash comes through. Get rid of the breach, but there's still more of Velocity on the site itself. Into the smoke. There is nowhere safe from Velocity Gaming. Can you feel it now? It's Velocity on map points.
This is what they're looking for, man.
Match
Big
point भाइयों
wins.
W हो जाए
The
chat
one
में
And then again,
W हो
being
जाए
able
क्या
to face head-to-head against such a always strong
Do all the
team when
things
they have
probably
Dambi
stream
on
होते
that,
रहेगा हाँ हाँ भाई
on
अभी
that
जा रहा है तो I don't
duelist
want to miss it
Nongshim.
bro I want
And
मैं
so
आज
how
इसके लिए
many
जल्दी
is this?
स्ट्रीम भी एंड करने वाला
8,
मतलब
4, 5,
करूँगा RP
Yeah,
9 बजे
8.
तक I have to wrap up
Straight
so that मैं बाकी सारी
8
planning करना चाहूँ
rounds, man. From the force buy to the finesse. Velocity are looking
Actually,
for
मेरे
the
को
finish. And
पूरे
remember,
गुजराती food का
one
preparation करना
map
है।
is all they need
Because I
to
want,
be
VLT
that
people to
top
try
seed.
those-
One map to confirm their spots in Group Omega. And would it be poetic to do it
I
on the
am
map they've called
so
home? This time though, they
excited
take
and
their
rooting
first
for
loss there.
VLT to
RB
win
catching
the
SK Rossi. Also
VCT
Nongshim more
Ascension.
than ready this time to receive them. Nightfall comes on through. Damara, too much decay, too little life. Dambi, what are you doing? Not there through with some mount, sure. But Nongshim, they should have this one in the bag. Double digits here for the defense.
लो भाई टॉक्सिक हो
Great
गए ना
stack
आप
on
हल्का
that
सा
C
इस वजह
site,
से देखो अब
able
गेम हार रहे हैं
to just basically again somehow
आर्मी में कुछ ना
deny
हो
that
गया हॉलीडे है वही
contact
तो
that we saw from Velocity. Honestly, it felt way too fast, but these starting kills onto SK Rossi always is a measure, I think, that Nongshim knows that they have that pushback against their opponents. But still, 2 rounds of a deficit with 8 straight a while ago from Velocity. This isn't going to be easy if they want to get to that overtime.
Yeah. And with one more time from Velocity, this is the perfect time to use it from Coach Godspeed. Just because they suddenly see Nongshim getting some good confidence despite the early losses there. It's all about wrapping it up, right? Sometimes that pressure, you can feel it creeping in. Can he close out the map? That's really the talk here for Velocity Gaming.
Have to buy.
Well, I mean, they still have
to buy
a buffer of, I think...
good
no. Okay, they have this last round, I think. Last 2 rounds to try to figure that out. But honestly, so far it has been pretty good. One of the biggest struggles I think that their opponents, Nongshim on the other hand, have been making is them trying to overextend themselves to match the pace of Velocity. When Velocity is just, you can't really do that. So we saw the
भाई देखा तुमने वो नियॉन वाला ग्लिच हुआ डाम्बी के साथ इसलिए मरा वो क्या हुआ वो नियॉन में अभी नया ग्लिच चल रहा है कि तुम ई दबा के भागोगे ना तो वो भागेगी नियॉन बस एनिमेशन आएगा और वो उसकी वजह से स्लाइड नहीं कर पाया देखा तुमने नहीं अबे बताओ पिछले राउंड देखो उसकी वजह से मरा पता है ग्लिच की वजह से मरा
the first to fall. Velocity also clearing corners despite the disengage from Nongshim.
भाई ये ग्लिच पता है UI5 है ना तब से ये लोग फिक्स ही नहीं कर रहे यार बहुत बीटी देते हैं
Velocity the perfect chance to try and do it all, but then again the utility from Nongshim to make it tough. Velocity will answer back now into the corner. Dambi in the face of adversity, straight on through. He makes the judge count. He also
निकल सकता है.
Bit of attention away from himself, finds his moment. 2v1.
ले रे डामी पीक ले रे.
Got the wall bang here, operator shot. He gets Ivy first. There's a chance. There you have it. Let's go!
भाई मैंने बोला निकल सकता है because I
cement
believe.
Velocity Gaming has group and in the lead of the series.
Let's go!
It's not possible. Him having
भाई बोला रे ले रे डामी पी डरता है कोई मारेगा ना अपना रॉसी
read on that 2 versus 1.
IW
I thought, yeah, he could hit the shot with the operator. He can get that kill, but no way in heck is he gonna be able to flick and take a shot at Dambi. And then I just realized, I think Dambi just like hard whiffed and SK Rossi was trace back to sender and he gets the 2 versus 1. What a round! Holy
hell no!
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes there's a caster curse, sometimes the caster just closes it. And again, SK Rossi has done it. Oh my. He knew it was coming. You knew he could pull it off. And that was the case for Velocity Gaming.
Made it happen, bro.
Map. Lotus has been their claim throughout the year. They have been shining on this ever since the start of 2025. Whether it be in South Asia, whether it be here in Ascension Pacific, Velocity Gaming handled the pressure well. I think really coming into that second half was the defining moment for Velocity. Nongshim would try to do it the hard way all the time, would always contest, especially towards Rumble. But we saw the streak there from Velocity, right? 8 in a row to get an incredible lead, and from that point on,
VLT, let's
there was
go
no stop.
VLT.
Maybe just a hiccup of a round.
Jimmy भाई
Definitely not enough.
भाई मैंने बोला था ना कि निकल जाएगा.
That was
जी भाई ये देखो
Velocity.
स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ ये देखो.
Every single movement. No.
कोई रील बना के देगा क्या प्लीज भाइयों?
जिमी
आजा
स्क्रीन शेयर देखो मेरा.
हाँ
देख रहे हो?
अरे देख रहा हूँ रे बाबा.
ये देखो ये नियॉन ग्लिच ये उधर देखा.
Damara also dead.
देखो यहाँ पे है ना ये देखो ई दबाएगा और इस पे स्लाइड भी है. वो इस पे स्लाइड करने वाला था ठीक है. बट देखो यहाँ पे होगा ही नहीं.
बाद ही सही. यहाँ पर
देख रहे हो ये ग्लिच है नियॉन का.
स्लाइड नहीं हुआ वो पर वो यूज भी हो गया भाई.
ई से भाग नहीं पाता. वो ई दबाता है बट वो भाग ही नहीं पाता. वो ग्लिच है नियॉन का नया. ये देखो यहाँ पे वापस
देर बाद ही सही. यहाँ पर फायदा
वो स्लाइड ही नहीं कर पाया उधर. वरना वो मार देता पता है. दोनों को ले लेता ये.
मोटानो भाई इसमें ऐसा नहीं होता फिर ना कि पॉज करके बोले
भाई
एक राउंड
नहीं फैक्ट्स है. बट देखो ये देखो ये ग्लिच नहीं होता ना तो ये राउंड ही नहीं निकलता. ये दोनों ने राउंड निकाला था ना. ये दोनों मर जाते.
भाइयों कोई
वेरी
है चैट
क्रूशियल
में मेरे को
राउंड,
रील
ये
निकाल
ग्लिच
काट
की
के
वजह
देगा
से
वो,
गया।
मैं सो दैट मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे अभी डाल सकूं क्लिप वाले चैनल पे। भाई क्लिप वाला चैनल एक्टिव कर दूंगा ना। गाइस कोई है, एनीबॉडी हु इज इंटरेस्टेड, हु इज गोइंग टू हेल्प? थोड़ी देर बाद ही सही। अरे अभी कर दो यार, अभी कर दो गाइस।
It's just been a joy to watch.
मौज पड़ जाएगी भाइयों, अभी कर दो गाइस।
Velocity. It's the speed of something in a given direction, and we can say that these guys are moving
4,000 लोग
forward
देख रहे हैं
out
भाई।
of this group stage at full pace.
Absolutely. Even though here in Nongshim, they've had some great rounds, especially Ivy being on their top of the spare, but it's just not enough for them because, as what you mentioned earlier, Velocity, they know the objectives, they know what to call, they know what to do in some dire situations.
टाइम नहीं है अबे यार,
just
बीटी हो गई यार ये तो
take
चैट की।
everything in
लाइक करो यार
in their
गाइस,
hand.
बीटी मत दो।
Yeah, and I really do want to
मुझे
talk
कुछ
about
करना पड़ेगा क्या
Madeline.
अभी?
He's probably the only guy on this Velocity team that's not really been getting hype. I mean, his job is to be a support player alongside Russ to help set up Damara, but he doesn't have the kind of forward-facingness of being the IGL. But this guy has been so consistent the whole tournament. I feel like there is no player who is better at doing their job than Madeline. He's always in the right places. He's so consistent, and he's always finding this value. I mean, this map from him, very, very exceptional. He's landing the biggest impact frags and using his util to perfection.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, मुझ में कहीं बाकी
and using his util to perfection.
जो आखिरी ख्वाबों में आके भाई मैंने बोला गाइस।
So
भाई
we saw the
भाई
one
देखा तुमने वो नियॉन वाला ग्लिच हुआ डम।
बस इतना है तुमसे कहना, बस इतना है तुम।
डम्बी के साथ इसलिए मरा वो।
क्या हुआ?
वो नियॉन में अभी नया ग्लिच चल रहा है कि तुम ई दबा के भागोगे ना तो वो भागेगी नियॉन, बस एनिमेशन आएगा और वो उसकी वजह से स्लाइड नहीं कर पाया। देखा तुमने?
नहीं।
अबे बताओ, पिछले राउंड देखो उसकी वजह से मरा, पता है ग्लिच की वजह से मरा।
The first to fall. Velocity also clearing the corners despite the disengage from Nongshim.
भाई ये ग्लिच पता है यूआईफाई है ना, तब से ये लोग फिक्स ही नहीं कर रहे यार, बहुत बीटी देता है।
Velocity, the perfect chance to try and do it all, but then again the utility from Nongshim to make it tough. Velocity do answer back. Now into the corner, Dambi in the face of adversity, straight on through. He makes the judge count. He also
निकल सकता है, निकल सकता
bit
है।
of attention away from himself, finds his moment. 2v1.
ले रे डामी पीक ले रे, डामी पीक ले रे।
Got the wall bang here, operator shot. He gets Ivy first. There's a chance. There you have it. The quick
भाई मैंने बोला निकल सकता है, मतलब निकल सकता है because I
cement Velocity Gaming.
VCT had a meme compilation. Damn. Crazy.
It's not possible. Him having
भाई बोला रे, ले रे डामी पी, डरता है कोई, मारेगा ना अपना रॉसी।
read on that 2 versus 1.
IW
I
बे।
thought, yeah, he could hit the shot with the operator. He can get that kill, but no way in heck is.
देख रहे हो गाइस, मेहनती स्ट्रीमर ऑल द वे फ्रॉम अफ्रीका। मेहनती स्ट्रीमर ही कह दे। देख रहे हो भाई लोग, मेहनती स्ट्रीमर जी भाई। 2 दिन रह गए हैं मुंबई जाने को। अरे मुंबई जाने को नहीं, बैंकॉक जाने को। क्या मुंबई जाने को? उल्टा बोल रहा है पागल आदमी। भाई अब एक और गेम और मौज पत्ती भाइयों, मौज पत्ती। मेहनत क्या लगता है भाइयों, ये वाला नेक्स्ट वाला गेम, मतलब ये थर्ड मैप तक जाएगा क्या? नेक्स्ट मैप कौन सा है? आई थिंक सनसेट था कि क्या? अनाउंसमेंट भी 2 दिन बाद होगा यार, उसका आइडिया नहीं है यार बकरी। आई थिंक सनसेट है। नेक्स्ट मैप कौन सा है? सनसेट है क्या? भाई लोग सनसेट डिसाइडर था। हाँ तो मैं उसी में कंफ्यूज हूँ भाई। जब तक गेम चालू नहीं था तब तक भाई हेडर बन जाने का। देख लो गाइस कैसे रील एडिट होती है, तुम लोगों को समझ में आएगा मैं कैसे करता हूँ। ऐसे होती है रील एडिट।
के साथ इसलिए मरा वो क्या हुआ? उसकी वजह से मरा, पता है ग्लिच की भाई। ये ग्लिच पता है UI5 है ना, तब से ये लोग फिक्स ही नहीं कर रहे यार, बहुत बीटी देता है।
But then again, the utility from Nongshim to make it tough. Velocity do answer back. Utility from Nongshim to make it tough. Velocity do answer back. Now into the corner. Dambi in the face of adversity. Straight on through. He makes the judge count. He also.
निकल सकता है, निकल।
Let's go!
भाई मैंने बोला निकल सकता है, मतलब निकल सकता है because
cement Frosty Gaming.
VCT had a meme compilation. Damn.
बस इतना ही काफी है ना गाइस, एक्स्ट्रा कोड नहीं डालना ना।
Him having
भाई बोला रे, ले रे डाम्बीपी, डरता है। हाँ हो गया गाइस, इजी। कुछ डालना है अभी? कुछ नहीं डालना है इसको अभी। हम गेम चालू हो गया। रॉसी डाउनलोड। हो गई क्या चैट? ए यो, गेम चालू हो गया क्या? नहीं हुआ।
Yo.
भाई what are you doing?
Streaming. What are you?
Other than that, what are you doing?
Just chilling.
And
Chatting.
I am streaming plus editing.
Editing?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
That's completely diabolical.
You editing right now? Live?
On stream, baby.
Baby. Wow. I see you pushed fast, huh?
क्या करेंगे यार? I'm just a regular heavy working streamer.
Wow, very, very heavy worker you are. Appreciate the heavy working.
Oh, that's completely fine. Rossi. अभी मैप कौन सा है? सेकंड मैप
consistent.
Ascent.
This
Ascent
year,
है, okay.
all along. Well, yeah.
भाई मेरे को नहीं चाहिए भाई, डिसाइडर तक जाए, क्या बोलता है?
Because we've seen
मतलब चाहिए तो किसी को भी नहीं, पर अपने पहुंच गए
देख ऐसा होता है ना कि अगर कोई मैप डिसाइडर तक जा रहा है, I mean I want the game to be interesting, ठीक है, जिससे कि मतलब थोड़ा सा ऐसा एड्रेनलिन रश आए, टेस्टोस्टेरोन लेवल बढ़े.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen Francis take over games with this
I want
operator,
VLT to
so
win at the
again,
end.
it's on Rust, it's
Whatever
on
happens, but I want VLT to win.
100% bro.
With utility.
इस बंदा आने वाला है replace Nix.
It's
just me bro.
That's the biggest thing.
में 4 बार stream करना है, heavy
the
streamer.
style
अबे
before. They're very, very
4 बार क्या?
prepared for it. I think the second thing is SK Rossi, when he gets onto this defender side, I think his value is going to go crazy because this double duelist needs to contact into the mains and he can be sat there with an operator. It's not like the Yoru can just send this fake out to clear these cypher traps because it's going to be Rossi there with a gun. We've got the agent select coming, looking at velocity first, and this is exactly what we want to see from them. They're not scared. They love their style.
Ascent मेरा favorite map है बे.
And looking to move to
एकदम
a flawless 4-0 this group stage.
Absolutely. And for Nongshim as well, no changes for them. We've seen their ascent before, and it's a well-rehearsed ascent, in my opinion, for them. The question is whether are they able to read velocity, are they able to bring that counter towards velocity, because before, when velocity was attacking Nongshim, it seems like they are stuck. But yeah, well, let's see in the second map here in Ascent whether Nongshim will they be able to bring us the extra mile, or will it be velocity to clean sweep everything into a 2-0 and a 4-0 in this group stage? Of course, with your casters, Dax and Asurai.
Thank you there again, Bella and Morgan. Ooh, seeds are locked here. Velocity at the top. Nongshim will have to contend on another day. But right now, the series isn't over yet. And we are going to go into Nongshim's Red Force map pick here of Ascent. That's right.
I will be back.
I was talking about some very smart things.
यार ये month I know यार guys थोड़ा PT हुआ है यार, but क्या करूँ guys अभी
But I want to see the SK
and
versus
इस चीज
Francis
को भी ignore नहीं कर सकते ना भाई लोग, अपन की हमें करना है इस पे काम.
I didn't feel like we had
ये भी
a lot of those
इतना
from
RP important
the
है
previous
उससे
map. It felt like it was SK Rossi
इतना ये important है
against maybe Ivy, but
I don't
not
want
so much.
to
Anyways, looking forward to see how this attack from attacking side start from
लोग के लिए शायद इतना important नहीं होगा, but मेरे लिए है.
when again they're gonna still have the double duelist
Yes, Krishna.
from with Dambi still playing on that waylay, which I absolutely
अच्छा पुनीत कौन सा
mixed
shot है?
results though for Nongshim, but they picked this map versus Velocity for good reason. Prepped again. Maybe some antis that we saw a while ago on Lotus. Francis though in the Thorns, lightning fast, gets the kill there. And just disregarding all of the vines set up here by Nongshim. 2 already here for Velocity. They're just so confident on their shots. And this is gonna be a flawless one. Wow! A statement to continue the trend. And Morgan was saying it a while ago. A team that can get a flawless run here at the Ascension group stage. The only team that can do that now is Velocity. And they're putting themselves in a good position here with this pistol win.
Yeah, he also mentioned about how strong or versatile Velocity is because of their double initiator. They love to use it every single time, and it just keeps working. Russ is such a general. A floor general, I think, for Velocity here. He's able to.
मेरे इसमें guys हल्का सा delay.
You know how we mentioned sometimes that, oh, you know, this breach is just for maybe Damara, but it works for everyone. Everyone is able to just fall in line, use it, and then it just works.
Yeah.
Gaming model editing के लिए entry level पे सबसे best editing
So
software कौन सा
disciplined
है?
there for overall, but this
Depend
is where
करता है
it
आप
gets
लोगों को
concerning. Nongshim never count out their prowess. And throughout the series, they have been stellar at these eco rounds, making these sheriffs count. Make it tough for Velocity to have those numbers, and bit by bit now, Nongshim back away from A and look to rotate towards the B side.
Yeah, that big kill from Ivy, that is going to make them a lot more confident with the push out here.
Yeah.
But of course, SK Rossi is going to be the one to deter the onslaught.
And SK Rossi, oh, the light speed making it tough. He scopes out at an inopportune moment. The flood from Nongshim looking strong, and with the pistols, they're getting the job done. B now right for the taking, and Ivy! A second shot for correction, but hey, it's the right answer anyway. Spike to be planted. Velocity didn't expect this kind of hard hit from Nongshim. Francis gets the intel. Dambi with the trade and the thrifty win from Nongshim.
Ergonomic chair.
How effective this has been throughout the series.
Oh yeah. It just literally happened last time too.
Yeah.
This is insane though. How does this keep happening for Nongshim? They're able to convert just these pistol rounds by slowly encroaching. Yeah, crazy stuff.
You want a stat right now?
Sure,
If you win
lay
the
it on me.
pistol, you don't win the second round. It doesn't happen. Like
It's so
Velocity
sad.
round 1, then lost round 2 in the first map, and then Nongshim won the second pistol. Velocity made the force buy happen. What a trend for the series. But hey, it makes it very wild coming into the game here.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, Nongshim, not wasting any time, starts to make the move onto short here with Damara. Ooh, he's got the shorty there. Dambi playing a quieter approach. I think he's waiting for Francis to maybe
अरे 2x
pop a
ही है
flash,
भाई लो
maybe a
कौन
fake
कितना
out.
करूँ
We'll
2x
see. Damara should not peek this.
Just don't blink.
अपनी स्ट्रीम थोड़ी हल्की सी डिले
Damar? Oh, no. Does he get a kill? Not gonna happen. Dambi with the perfect saturate now straight onto the side. Dambi still not done. A third kill there to clear out the corner. And he's gonna be, yeah, this is the perfect round for Dambi. Just rack up the kills. Get
Guys,
the
डाल दिया
pats as soon
Instagram
as
पे
possible. 4 already. SK Rossi will shut down the highlight.
Yes.
But this should be, wait.
Oh my god.
I can believe. I saw it before. I can believe again, but Ivy has the angle. The pinch is here, and Nongshim secure their second round.
Yeah. I mean, Dambi did get another ult charge, you know, by dying, so that still helps. But yeah, like you mentioned, it is just going to be a very quick, I think, just bonus round for Nongshim here, especially with Damara getting caught out in the open like that. I thought he had like someone else to assist him to kind of give him the information, and then he's the one that feeds off of the kills with the shorty, just because the 3-man push.
डाल दिया मैंने Insta पे.
You know, no information, really hard to read that situation.
Whoa, the push from SK Rossi. So brave and so bold. Works out well, knowing that Dambi was trying to line things up with the convergent path and immediately Velocity right now. Madeline and SK Rossi, they're just spread forward. The orb control was so important coming into the round when Dambi was 1 away from the ultimate, and literally SK Rossi catching him mid-utility.
Enemy remaining. Spike down B.
So I think it's 4 kills, just like a while ago from Dambi. Potential ace, but no, yeah, that's just gonna bump up SK Rossi's ultimate. We're just talking about both Dambi and SK Rossi ramping up to their tour de force and the converging paths.
Yeah, I mean, they were thinking about it. Nongshim, if they can get the hinder, catch anyone, Dambi doesn't even need to get the orb. But Velocity, a step quicker. These calls have been just so solid. And they commit on them. We've seen teams fall to the wayside just because they hesitate, not Velocity Gaming. And that's what they have brought here into Ascension Pacific. Tied up now. The conversion path is available here, and Nongshim are playing it safe. The Arcro straight up into the Prowler. They know that chamber could peek out into B main, and they're using utility. They send out Dambi, and now they're putting the pressure onto B side.
Madeline भाई
मेरे no, Madeline's gonna be the back of the side.
मेरे टाइप का रिवील दिया. Oh!
Wow. It gives so much information though, but he's still stuck.
The scan to try and fend them off. Madeline to the Rossi actually killing Ivy, and Madeline making Nongshim work for it again. Down to a 3v3. And it isn't as clean as Nongshim Red Force would have liked. Spike planted now here. And Russ just waiting for the rest of the forces to be in position.
Yeah. Probably also waiting for the fault line too to come out. Lightning Fast making sure that he's got smokes on B main. Everyone else from Nongshim is going to be at the back of this B site. So, yeah, conversion path.
No, look at Dambi. He's looking towards spawn. Now conversion paths will be cast. Does Velocity get affected by it? They're in the lane. SK Rossi will get taken down, sure. And now Russ out in the open. Russ wins the fight. Lightning fast though. No one seeing it coming. X-Ross will get them all in the end. The clutch up there from X-Ross to keep Nongshim in the lead. And there you have it, the third round for the Korean squad.
Honestly thought I was going to go the velocity way just because of, you know, it just looked like that converging patch should have just gotten every single connection, but I guess it went the other way, and X-Ross just holding, getting that wraparound is what Nongshim needed to win the round.
कोई accept करेगा chat में कि मैं different games खेलता हूँ?
Around so close again though, thanks to Velocity, but Nongshim, they're a team that do not flinch in those situations. Tour de Force brought on out. Velocity again aggressing towards B main and even into A main. But Lightning Fast is caught in the crossfire. Francis X-Ross in position. Russ making the aftershock count from afar. But Velocity, they're banking on their IGL to do it all here towards the A side. Grinded, sure. Or in this case, Decade. Deafened, okay. But Russ doesn't even need to hear where his opponents are coming from. He brings 2 to the grave with him. 3 overall. But the damage has been done here by Nongshim. Spike plant now by RB. Madeline needs to do it all in a 1-2.
Oh fuck.
And with the C's, he avoids it for now. Madeline crossing through bit by bit here. RB. And Madeline still wins the fight. Ivy gets the grave. And yet again, sweat there for Nongshim, but they get it done.
We're seeing a pattern here as to some certain situations.
खेलता ही हूँ यार मैं, पता नहीं लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं नहीं
He basically 1v4'd Nongshim before they got into the site. There was nobody from Nongshim. They got the lead enough that Ross was able to isolate fights when he should have been pressed by 4 players on the Nongshim roster. And an SK Rossi, I think the only one that has effectively won 1v1 against him on the Nongshim roster has been Ivy. If Ivy gets down, the capability for Nongshim to potentially clutch around when SK Rossi is still alive, I feel like just drastically
Thailand में अभी नहीं कहाँ से Thailand में
Nongshim are doing a really good job finding where to hit the site. They stay away from the chamber who has the operator.
ऐसा background थोड़ी होगा यार. Thailand में तो तुम लोगों को पीछे stage दिख रहा होगा यार जब मैं watch party करूँगा.
Saving grace coming into the round. Francis now blindside straight into the market. Nongshim investing utility position here for Velocity to take mid, and Damar now with the takedown onto RB. Still SK Rossi alive, forces Dambi to refract on out. This is dangerous though here for Nongshim because of the courtesy of Velocity. Dambi though with the double. Dambi's not done. Dambi's not done. He finishes the round on a high note there. A 3K for Dambi to give Nongshim the 3-round lead.
Wow.
23rd को जाने वाले guys हम लोग. अरे 23rd इसके लिए दिए हम लोग actually हमारा plan था 21st का, but ये दिवाली and all चक्कर में हम लोग को थोड़ा delay करके
was thrown behind them. But to be fair, that Rolling Thunder hit nothing as well on short. It did allow the exit out for the Velocity players through short.
वहाँ जाके वो watch party करेगा. नहीं बहुत सारी चीजें हैं यार guys, don't worry, हमने plan करके रखा है.
Because Nongshim was still holding
बहुत सारी चीजें हैं तुम लोगों को guys
they played off
the audience होगी क्या frame में? हाँ वैसा ही setup
they wouldn't just leave Dambi to his own devices, and that is the
also
beauty of the Nongshim system. So aware
also तुम लोगों को एक surprise मिलेगा, but
their
तुम लोगों
weakness
को
coming into
Instagram
around the
पे
mid rounds
दूंगा.
there from RB, helping out too. Velocity. SK Rossi has gotten away with this before. Dambi. He expects it now. Arcro's broken. Prowler into the light speed. SK Rossi has to bail on out again. And here we go with contact, perhaps? No. Nongshim. They don't feel it's safe enough, and they're just going to go for the orb instead.
Yeah. Maybe slowed down as well by Russ, knowing that his flashes are going to be there as a response. X-Ross. Ooh. Spotting out the Mara though, but no assistance for him, so he's not also comfortable pushing that location at least.
Steel Garden, Hunter's Fury will be the response here. Madeline looking to line things up, and Dambi is the first to fall. RB as well. Absolute value here for Velocity, and just taking it all.
Danger.
4 down on the side of Nongshim already. X-Ross will at least get rid of the Mara. But at this point in the corner, what can you do? Russ here, ready to check alongside the rest of the team.
One, bhai. Kya baat hai?
Too many Velocity to
We
handle.
are coming back. We are coming back, baby.
One back.
भाई ये टीम को देख के इतना अच्छा लगता है ना यार.
They wanted to push.
सही में भाई, this is the most confident we have ever been.
हाँ भाई, इंडिया में
तूने डाल दिया रील.
सबसे बेस्ट टीम मेरे को कॉन्फिडेंट टीम लग रही है भाई.
और रियल भाई.
So calm, composed और अपने बकचोदी में खेल रही है, but फेल भी रही है उतना.
To get into the site, to close the door.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है भाई टीम को देख के.
Any part of B
तूने रील डाल दिया?
हाँ भाई.
बस
मैं भी डाल ही रहा हूँ. Very good, मेरा भी अपलोड हो रहा है.
तेरा तूने काम पे लगाया किसी को?
Abilities.
हाँ मैंने एडिटर को बोल दिया, मेरा दोस्ती है.
Punish you guys with.
क्या बात है यार.
Wow, this is brave Russ. SK Rossi looking to set things up for the play here, but Ivy, you just can't challenge him with those angles. The best shot from Nongshim so far, 30 kills in the last map, by the way. Lightning Fast though bailing out as Nongshim, a stellar execute onto A. The lurk still here from Ivy, and Damara finally gets the takedown there.
Dambi's got his ultimate once again. Perfect lineup. It'll stop basically everyone coming through from spawn here. And immediately throws it out. I think it's only Lightning Fast that gets hit by it, so there's still a chance for Velocity to rush into the site.
Yeah, Dambi found out to hell. Against him still. So prepped for them. And with Madeline trying to play onto that, going for broke.
This team can do a
Fast.
anytime or any minute.
Trade for trade again. It's just Nongshim who on the 1-up. So
ऐसा नहीं है कि if these guys are losing the rounds, we can't expect
allows them to delay things for as
comeback.
long as it possibly
ऐसा नहीं है.
can
We
go.
can
And
every
then
time.
they just
That's true. That's true.
keep it stretching for as long as they could.
तो कभी-कभार ऐसा होता है ना, ऐसे कई बार हमारे इंडियन टीम्स हुई है जो एक बार गया तो ऐसा होता है कि अरे भाई अब गया भाई जा रहा है भाई जा रहे राउंड ही जा रहे हैं बस.
It's working out well.
इसमें ऐसा नहीं है, इसमें ऐसा है कि नहीं, yes we can expect comeback anytime भाई.
Waterfall, this
end में भी comeback दे देंगे भरोसा.
Force, right? When Velocity comes in as a whole unit.
Yeah, the
BLT के साथ तो anyways chat मेरा पहले से ही बहुत close relation रहा है
and the
भाई.
breach can do for the map.
And I always
a
love
timeout now
BLT.
called here by Velocity. Their set plays have been
बहुत time मैंने
bit by
spend
bit
किया है
here by
BLT के लोगों के
Nongshim.
साथ.
We talked about how
Everybody
Nongshim
lives
really
like
kept
वहाँ पे
coming into
family
this
वाला
game,
vibe है.
right? And as of now, they have a firm understanding of where Velocity loves to peak. They've been stifled by angles like B main before their Aserai, and this time,
देखो
especially
ये
that last round, the shutdown
भाई ये
on the
बाम
chamber
जो है
was
ना,
just so clear cut.
मेरे को ये
And with that, it is going to
guys मेरे को
be,
सुनने में
a bit
पता
of a
चल रहा है कि
slowdown
इससे
here
ना
for
टेस्टोस्टेरोन कम होता है, पता है अगर ये
Velocity.
ज़्यादा बाम मारेगा अगर.
Not as much as I think we were
सूंघते हैं ना ये जो
experiencing
है.
on that Lotus map, but to be fair, it still is the first half here. We were kind of set if Nongshim still wins like 3 more rounds, and then we're gonna have an almost identical first half from last game.
Yeah, I mean, after that last game, we can never count out Velocity gaming from any situation. And yeah, speaking of Velocity, that adjustment coming into this tournament to play their Breach Neon style here on Ascent when they used to play that Metacomp, still did learning curve here for Velocity, and Lightning Fast now holding close with the judge. Nongshim, they know something's amiss, and a team like Nongshim, you're gonna wait to see what's on the other side first. The Prowler gets confirmation, and yeah, cheeky plays from Velocity right now. Even more so amplified by them clearing mid into B.
They're gonna spot them? Just the one though on SK Rossi, and I think they're... This is just fine for them. Oh my god. Okay, a shot connects, that smokes down, and then Lightning Fast has nowhere to escape.
He's playing so disciplined right now here for Nongshim. Safe rather than sorry. They commit the Nightfall. They clear out Lightning Fast eventually. And at this point, it will have to be Velocity hitting shots like that to make this possible. Madeline does get rid of the smokes though.
Yeah, पीछे से आएंगे. वो लोग ने expect किया तो है. Medlin देख रहा है
पीछे. That does still make it a little bit easier to dissect, digest maybe as Nongshim, but then, well, they're the ones going to be devouring his Ivy with that wraparound, man. That's what they needed. That's what they wanted to do, and they'll take it.
India से 6-2 दोस्ती जा रहे हैं या फिर कोई और
series to remember for himself.
Million एक और.
Secure these kills, get these first frags on the board. Stat Lotus utterly unreal kills for him, and I guess that's for Nongshim. The kill distribution heavily on one so far.
Yeah.
A while ago for Velocity is a bit more spread out. It was actually losing to see the game giving Madeline that everyone.
Oh, Francis immediately uses his dimensional drift, gets quite a bit of information as he spots only the Soba at this point. Pop shot from Rescue Rossi will not connect, and as you can see, oh, actually did onto Dambi. Just realized, down to 30.
Yeah, Dambi
still story to डाल दे.
Just trying to crawl onto the site now. The job done. The human recon bolt will back away to a safer angle. Nongshim, they're wary of any kind of mid push from Velocity, but it's full retake now. Francis is ready to steady his hand to get 2. Velocity make the trades work at the very least, but keep an eye out on Ivy still lurking from mid. The trademark Should spot Ivy though. He hears it, has to break it. Now Velocity knows there is another angle, but they don't expect Dambi to be this close. The double from Dambi. It's all up to Madeline now. And he can't handle all that pressure. It's Nongshim update.
Gosh, what a flank. What a B main push that we saw from Dambi. Let's look at that replay once again. They start the push. And again, just the amount of timing. I think they might have they might have understand the tempo right now for Velocity, because it seems like Nongshim are back on track.
Nongshim guys, Japan ki hai
round we go. Velocity weaker in terms of
Japan ki
the
team hai na
firepower,
ye?
but we'll see how they're going to be able to make this happen, as Madeline has that ultimate of his.
Yeah, Red Fox.
They can just
Arey Force.
maybe stop
Red
it from
Force,
getting into the side. That's
I
something.
think so.
Oof.
Japan ki team.
जापान नहीं है, कोरिया है, कोरिया है.
Korean
Go
team hai.
next for Velocity in terms of those initial
nahi
set
be.
plays. There's still
Abbe
a
haan,
chance, as you
Nongshim
said,
Korean
thanks to
team.
that Hunter's
Barabar.
Fury. This is so tough when you lose your chamber, and now you lose Rust as well. Two heavy hitters from the Velocity side, taken down early on. Madeline trying to respond with the Hunter's Fury, but Dambi, that was so daring! Scared off Velocity, actually. You did see Damara try to protect his teammate, but in any case, it's still Nongshim seeing an easier take towards the
Korean
B
नहीं
side.
होगा, barabar hai.
Yeah.
आज
Damara
फिर
unsure
मुझे
of
अच्छा
mid, so
लग
he's
रहा है, मैं fade में
double checking
नहीं
with his
था.
teammate.
Long time back सारे
They did
lineups
see
याद आ रहे
a
हैं.
few players of Velocity or Nongshim there, but now that they realize nothing's up, yeah, they're just gonna have to march their way back into this B side and try to retake it.
Yeah, Sun comes out onto the corner. Dambi also in position here by Cubby. Francis already got the job done there. Lightning fast though, brings the judge, picks up the gun. No chance to Francis, that was sharp. Quick
Cars,
execution
it is,
onto
baby.
the final member
Cars.
of Velocity. And we end the half
Cars.
with Nongshim
Like our
guys.
having a 9-3.
9-3 कर्स है ना?
Curse है, baby.
Ascension में नहीं
Here the
चलता है.
last few rounds of the first half.
Heavy
Aside.
curse
But क्या पता
है,
इंडियन
Francis,
टीम है तो.
Nongshim are just
अरे
on it.
अपनी टीम क्या है ना फेवर में है भाई ये कर्स.
I mean, you're just seeing as well how good of
It is going
aiming
to be
type
the
of players, you know,
curse.
these
और
two-
anyways
these two
एक चीज
from
है
Nongshim really have been. In any case, we're gonna go for a quick little halftime for a break.
कि आराम से हम अटैकिंग में निकाल लेंगे.
वो हो सकता है, बहुत इजीली हो सकता है, क्योंकि हम लोग ने 0-6 से अटैक का ही कमबैक किया था.
हाँ, और अपने लोग है अटैक में अच्छे. सोवा खेलने वालों को फेड का लाइनअप क्या ही पता होगा. अबे ओ फेड प्लेयर था मैं भी. Rossi 9-3 VLT I have seen this before. भाई we have seen this. EA Sports the game. आराम से हो सकता है भाई लोग, टेंशन नहीं है. बस काम डाउन, तुम साले हटो. काम डाउन बेबी डॉल्स, काम डाउन. आराम से ध्यान रखो, ध्यान रखो. कितने भी जान दो सेरा करांदे हो, सेरा करांदे हो. कितने भी जान दो सेरा करांदे हो, सेरा कर. कितने भी जान दो सेरा. गोलू बेबी गोलू. भाई इसके ऊपर तो माउस एकदम ही बड़ा लग रहा है बंदे पे. क्या आई थिंक कौन सा वाला माउस था? वाइपर था आई थिंक.
And here we have it. Second half
Razer Viper.
feels very
Even कह रहा है VLT can't win
close.
this match. अगर जीती तो clean sheet
Basically the
करेगा.
same thing from what we
गया?
saw from that first
अरे मेरे को
half on
जाना है वरना मैं
Lotus.
कुछ भाव पे लगा देता.
Very
Look
close,
at Raj.
9-3. Yeah,
I
no.
know.
I mean, Velocity has clawed their way up of situations
Oh.
like this before. But I think it wouldn't
Damage
be
खाया, हाँ, damage खाया Rossi
the
ने.
best testament to
Shot ना.
Nongshim's
अरे
efforts
किससे मारा?
to say that his is a close margin. Velocity have so much to work for. Coming into this one to kill off the Francis. Huge here. Hinder comes in. Dambi also falls. Exactly what you want from Velocity Gaming. X-Ross right now. Oh my. It's the pack that Morgan mentioned. With Velocity can play S5. They are just looking so strong. And here on the attacking side, you see the best example of it. A flawless here on the pistol for Velocity.
Wow, the shots as well. just you saw Madeline just kind of dodging bullets, you know, Neo Matrix style. And I honestly thought like Francis did a pretty good job thinning down the HPs of the Velocity players. Like I think he tagged down 2 to 50, less than 50. So I thought like there's a chance here that the rest of Nongshim can just have an easier time, and then Velocity were like, not give any chance for Nongshim to regroup. And it works.
Yeah, spirits high here for Velocity. Gotta be wary of the anti-eco though. Here you go, Dambi hitting Nongshim in the face of adversity. Lightning fast, tries to make the paranoia count, but Nongshim again, just clearing these close corners.
3v4 still possible.
Struggles on the anti-eco. Velocity. Gotta be
Rossi
careful.
all the way from
What
all the way to
awaits on
B.
the other side of the smoke here. And all in all, Nongshim just stopping Velocity before they can even get started.
Yeah, seems like Velocity is calling SK Rossi back. Bolster the firepower if possible. Pick up some of those dropped weapons right in front of them and use that to their end. The problem here is
I don't think so going on with family. अरे आज सब लोग जा रहे भाई.
Bucky in his hand.
आज भी दिवाली है मतलब. अरे यार मुझे लग रहा है मुझे आरपी खेलने नहीं मिलेगा.
Island के पहले. Utility. No way to catch the chamber, but they've lost Russ and the spike also. In touching distance here for Nongshim. 35 seconds left. The flank from RB head spotted though. SK Rossi critical HP. Yeah, VLT
30 seconds left.
Running out of options here.
Yeah, it's either they say
सारे streamers busy है वरना उनके साथ भी कुछ game खेलते हैं.
Hero Phantom with SK Rossi.
सारे streamers busy है यार. क्या करे chat guys? After this stream कुछ planning बताओ यार. RP में तो कोई है ही नहीं आजकल. ये दिवाली की वजह से. क्या planning करे guys? बताओ.
At these eco rounds. Just went to send it, went to catch Velocity. Don't let them set on up. And X-Ross. You've been talking about that Bucky for quite a while. It delivers a third kill. And a thrifty again. Confirmed by Nongshim. Second time we've seen this in game.
Yeah, so much value. Look at this first contact that we had. Dambi somehow getting the shot connection. And I think a bit of a panic play there from Lightning Fast. He didn't realize how many players...
I'm not playing for... Stop shaking.
Okay, I was about to kind of like listen in and maybe he why he if he actually he threw out paranoia and he realized there's like 4 people here. As he threw it, he got chased.
Interested in playing Valorant क्योंकि उसने मेरे को बोला था guys कि कुछ खेलेंगे तो बताना.
All right, seems like they realized
as a
how this is going to go.
Of Prodigy India
it is going to be the full commitment.
Wonderful streamer of
Velocity into the B site.
Hey, KD.
And Nongshim are having none of it. Pushing aggressively. Already we have Jambi and X-Ross. High-low situation as they're going to clear out Lightning Fast and SK Rossi. SK Rossi, always a hero with that headhunter, but not this time. Only good for, I believe, the 1 kill. And they will move on. Bit of an awkward fight there.
सारे कंट्री के स्ट्रीमर्स को ऐड करेंगे एंड खेलेंगे.
Looking to take this lead to the next level. They had some difficulties on Lotus, on Ascent. They're looking a lot more the function of what we were expecting. And now they need only 2 more rounds
एक बार देख लेता हूं
to
guys.
get into
In case
the final
मेरा Valorant में कोई अपडेट तो नहीं आया
the day. And it seems like Velocity, feeling that pressure, is going to be calling for their last time
भाई ये मेरे को क्यों लग रहा है डिसाइडर पे जाएगा यार टॉस्टी.
डिसाइडर पे जाता है तो जाने दे. सनसेट थोड़ा अपने खेल लेंगे और क्या.
A little bit longer, guys, as I wait for Dax to come back.
भूल गया मैं.
जाने दे डिसाइडर, क्या दिक्कत है.
Okay.
अरे यार ये वाइटी बफरिंग.
Sorry, I thought I heard Dax for a second there. He's so close to me, guys, that... Anyways, moving on. This does feel like such a different approach now from Nongshim. Maybe it's because there's less options, I think, where Velocity can move around the map compared to Lotus, or the rotations are just faster for Nongshim altogether. But it seems like they are keeping up with the pacing of velocity, all things considered.
I mean, they have these two duelists that can get quickly in position. Welcome back, by the way. But yeah, Dambi, Francis, these guys are just happy to contend early on. And our panel talked about it a while ago. Operators of the Yoru, Francis. He's going to try to find a pick here early on. Looking towards top mid. They go for the courtyard push anyway from the side. Dambi the one to watch out for. Refract on the way. Velocity still with the push. The fast lane. They keep going. But Francis right now gets two anyway. No matter what distance he closes, Francis will take those kills there. And Nongshim trying to stabilize. But they're on the sides here. X was felled. Lightning fast RB trying to play it close. And as the dust settles, it's still Velocity who wins out the trades.
Now they're going to be calling in that smoke, allow them to at least regroup first. Teleport away for Francis as he moves up and checks up onto A main. His gate crash is not close enough B that if his teammate, if RB gets pushed, they're not going to be able to respond. So it's going to be them syncing up after the spike gets planted and then playing for the 2 versus 3 retake.
Yeah, I mean, the situational awareness though from Velocity, right? They tried to send it towards Francis, but they also found players on all those different angles. Spike now planted. No, it's a tough ask to make it happen with the operator. RB trying to find the angle towards main.
Guys.
A regroup perhaps could be in the cards here for Nongshim.
Oh, that's going to definitely slow them down. Now they know what their operator is going to be going through. Han gets thrown out. A lot of the starting utility of Nongshim placed right in front.
Shortly, Francis trying to dip in to find the kill. But yeah, without that confirmation, right? Nongshim knows they want to save this operator. RB with a fast getting some nasty work done with the frags there. In the end, Velocity Gaming still taking round.
Overwhelming though, because that will also, you know, force the economy for Velocity to be just incredibly thin. Sure, they did get the round in the end, but it's kind of those at what cost situations. But we'll see though, we'll see. In the end, at least they do stop. Yeah, sorry. I like to hear, listen into their discussions, but
short array.
Again, slowing down the pace, definitely a big plus here.
Hey, they found the spot. Velocity, they know they can contest from B main and shut down Francis just like that. Example, main here by Tomorrow. RB goes for the trade. Velocity. Keep an eye out towards mid a lot more often than Nongshim would like. Rush was the one in position, but now RB slipping by. No one notices him coming. A small lapster for Velocity, and Nongshim will take the advantage from there.
SK Rossi running into the site, create some openings, but that is not shaking RB whatsoever. Showing off his operator skills, finally shut down by Russ. It's still a very hard position to be in as Velocity.
Yeah, I mean, an experienced player like RB can do it all. And he makes sure that Nongshim are ahead here. Lightning fast, also spotted. Sound cues heard there by Ivy. It's really just up to the captain now, and he does have
danger technology,
a sliver of HP to work with here. Ivy, yeah, again.
ये वाला थोड़ा सा jinx हो गया रे अपने side से.
Due-date here, courtesy of Nongshim Red Force.
Back वाला बोला ना मैंने.
That's incredible.
ये फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बस अभी अपने वार्म अप गेम ही खेल रहे हैं बूम के सामने के लिए. अब आराम से सनसेट पे कहीं पे भी रैंडम रिकॉन मारो, रैंडम सन मारो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? जो करना था हो गया, ये लोग हंस क्यों रहे? नॉन्गशिम वाले
तो हंसेंगे ना वो लोग जीत रहे तो.
अरे तो उनको मिल नहीं रहा ना कुछ. वो लोअर ब्रैकेट जा रहा है.
अरे लोग कुछ भी जा रहे हैं भाई. Unless they are in the game, they are fine.
They're happy.
This contest. With Bucky on hand, straight onto the side. Phantom right now, and Damara. Damara, the ace. Blink. And you'll miss it. The Predator ace.
Literally, I missed it.
Velocity.
just
अभी इसको गुस्सा आ गया भाई, किलस गया है भाई हमारा अभी।
सर्दी ठीक हो गई इसकी।
सर्दी, अबे भाई वो गर्मी आती है ना बॉडी में, फिर
ये
वो वाली गर्मी आई है भाई, गर्माहट आई है भाई।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। अभी
अरे सुन मेरे को लोग बोल रहे हैं कि स्पीड जो है वो थाईलैंड में। हाँ
जिमी, जस्ट इमेजिन
भाई, मत कर इमेजिन, अपनी उतनी लक नहीं है कि हम चल रहे होंगे और वहां से स्पीड जाता होगा और अपने को दिख जाएगा।
जस्ट इमेजिन जिमी, तू और मैं जाके स्पीड के साथ कुछ गरबा करके आ गए, जिमी करियर बन जाएगा।
क्या करियर बनेगा भाई? I think थोड़े सब्सक्राइबर्स तो बढ़ी जाएंगे अपने।
तन्मय बट रिएक्ट करेगा, सोच अपने पे।
Try some crazy गुजराती food।
उसको भी वही।
हाँ तो अभी लेके जो जाएंगे वही उसको ट्राई कराएंगे, अलग से कहाँ निकालूं मैं?
Into the wall bang headshot, lightning fast. Next on the chopping block perhaps, but Madeline's there to help out his teammate. It's VLT keeping the pressure going here from Cubby. Francis now in the thick of things. Madeline with the overrun. It's by bit. It's Velocity making that space, but the taps from X-Ross are just too damn good.
भाई क्या किया रॉस ने?
As Nongshim
Aim lab baby, aim lab.
Aim lab कर दिया।
Look at how incredible
काजी भाई आप इतना अच्छा खेलते हैं। Shut up. I always
has been for Nongshim here. What they lost on the second half on Lotus, they immediately brought it on Ascent. Nothing looked like it was going to stop Nongshim.
भाई 60 प्लेयर्स ये सर में सारे ग्राइंडर्स ही होंगे अभी। बोल तो रहा हूँ मैं, सब लोग गाइस दिवाली है, दिवाली में सब लोग एंजॉय कर रहे हैं अपने फैमिली के साथ। 2 दिन मिलती है दिवाली में, वो लोग उधर है भाई। सब लोग मे भी कल से वापस आ जाएंगे, बट अभी सब लोग दिवाली में बिजी है यार। Even the staff is not there. Admin staff is not there. They are also busy. Busy with the
slow down Nongshim at all. Maybe at the start, but again with that Eco Destroyer from Nongshim, that really disrupted, I think, what Velocity wanted to start with the first few rounds of this game.
Sunrise Sports.
Yeah, the Eco rounds was very much so a critical point for Velocity. Losing out those rounds, losing out on that momentum, and instead
अब लग रहा है थोड़ा सा डाउट
picks up from that good work and just
ये एसेंट जो था वो किसका मैप था? अपना मैप था, उनका
सामने वाले का, सामने वाला का। अपना तो लोटस था ना।
चलो एक-एक करके काउंटर दे ही दिया है मतलब।
Even more on the defense. Yes, it was a great first half there, 9-3. But when you look at Nongshim as well, just the angles that they take, just the presence of Francis as well, the sharpness of Ivy. This is the form that they would love to see coming in.
If you really play the right,
when you follow
then
Nongshim
show me at least one video of your gameplay. Oh bro, have you not seen my gameplay? Just go and check the highlights of the videos of my channel, dude. Crazy ass motherfucker.
Ascension. Dambi, just please never go back on a controller. We love you on this Neon of yours. It just feels like such a great role for you. Anyways,
आज मेरा बर्थडे है बीवी भाई।
to discuss this second.
तुम्हारा बर्थडे आज अजीम भाई, हो जाए 10 गिफ्टेड।
Yep, Nongshim will just not let this end. Statement made from them here in Ascend as they managed to capitalize the lead they had in the first half into a convincing victory. I believe Nongshim had done their homework, like perfectly reading Velocity, especially in that attacker side where they know that Velocity likes to play retakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they're going to go down to this lower bracket, they're going to go down kicking and screaming and putting up as much of a fight as they can. Looking very clean here on this Ascent. Much better than the Lotus. Like you say, I feel like they had the answers cooked up and prepared here. And the double duelist finding maximum impact.
Love you, yaar, Azim bhai. 10 gifted.
Yep, and of course, Francis here. His operator again. Also, as the final factor that brings us to the decider map. He's been absolutely clear this far.
Yeah, just done a fantastic job. I feel like this is such a natural fit for them. And you know, I'm
उसमें गिफ्टिंग बंद क्यों करना है भाई साहब? हैं? गिफ्टिंग क्यों बंद करना है? ना ऐसे ना करो जी। अरे ये हेटर के पास जा रहे हैं तुम बोल रहे हो, तो ये जुबिन के पास क्यों नहीं गया अभी तक?
Hey, look, we can
अगर
beat the
सारे हेटर्स
person,
के
we
पास जा
can
रहे हैं तो
beat
ये
whoever
जुबिन क्यों
you
रह गए?
guys think we can't, and Francis is going to be the map MVP there.
करो रे 10
Of
गिफ्टेड यार,
course,
जुबिन को मिल
Francis,
जाएगा यार, कोई
he's
तो
been
करो।
delivering God's word
आजिम भाई तो
this
करेंगे ही
far,
करेंगे, आजिम भाई
using
it's your
this
birthday
Yoru,
today।
not only on this matchup, I
Once I
believe,
eat,
from
always
Francis, but again, yes, like what you
नमस्कार
said,
पुलकित भाई, 10 गिफ्टेड।
they've locked the third seed, but yeah,
Let's go,
it's
Pulkit
always
bhai.
nice to
That's
get wins,
gifted.
right? It's always nice to prove everyone that they are here to make their mark once again, even
अभी
going
कोई
for
चैट
that
नहीं करेगा।
trophy
हिमांशु भाई,
once more
10
in
गिफ्ट।
Ascension. But of course, we are going to the decider
अरे
map. This
हेटर्स
is
को जा
going
रहा
to be
है चैट में आके
right.
हग रहे हैं, बंद
Sunset
करना पड़ेगा
again.
गिफ्टिंग,
We
नेक्स्ट मंथ
have
से मैं
Neon
गिफ्ट।
from Damara, Willie from Dambi.
भाई
But
ये मंथ का तो
before
गिफ्टिंग
we
किया भी
talk
नहीं है।
more about the third
अच्छा,
map,
किया
we
ही
will
किया।
be going into a short break.
यार इस मंथ मेरा यार रेवेन्यू इतना कम कैसे इस बार इस मंथ थोड़ा मेरा इरेगुलर था, थोड़ा सा काम वाम के चक्कर में, चीज़ों के चक्कर में। critics। Gautam bhai, you gifted, अरे sorry, Dove gifted। इस बार यार रेवेन्यू बहुत कम जनरेट हुआ। नेक्स्ट मंथ लाइट बिल जो है पता नहीं कैसे, लाइट बिल कुछ तो करके भरना पड़ेगा यार, बाहर में जाके नाचना पड़ेगा भाई, उससे जो पैसा आएगा उससे लाइट बिल भर। गुड आइडिया। अभी थाईलैंड जा रहा हूँ ना गाइस, वहाँ जाके नाचूंगा। क्या बोला? गिफ्ट नहीं किया, जाके हिस्ट्री चेक कर। अरे किया बाबा, याद आया। मैं तो ऐसे मेरा थोड़ा मेमोरी लॉस है ना, ऐसे हेटर हूँ जो खुद का पैसा डाल के मेंबरशिप लेता हूँ और हेट फैलाता हूँ। लव यू यार, व्हाट अ हेटर यू आर। करो रे गिफ्ट, थाईलैंड में पैसा भाई तो क्या यार, नहीं समझ रहे भाई लॉन्डे। थाईलैंड में तो यार एक ऐसा स्ट्रीम रखो क्या भाई लोग थाईलैंड में। टोस्टी भाई, टोस्टी भाई,
या ब्रो या,
आई हैव एन आइडिया।
बोलो।
मैं क्या सोच रहा हूँ, एक स्ट्रीम ऐसा करते हैं,
हाँ,
तुम्हारे चैनल पे थोड़ा टाइम और मेरे चैनल पे थोड़ा टाइम थाईलैंड में,
हाँ,
आईआरएल,
हाँ,
कि ऑडियंस सुपर चैट करेगी और वो जो बोलेगी वो करेंगे, बट सुपर चैट ही, मतलब
ओनली सुपर चैट,
ओनली सुपर चैट पे वो जो डेयर
हाँ,
देगी, डेयर
हाँ,
वो हमें करना है।
और
ठीक है,
और तुझे पता है ना अपनी ऑडियंस,
नहीं मतलब
थोड़ा पॉसिबल टाइप,
हाँ पॉसिबल टाइप, ऐसा फालतू कुछ नहीं, पॉसिबल टाइप,
ठीक है,
एंड जिससे कि एक अच्छा कंटेंट बने वैसा वाला, रादर देन ऐसे अननेसेसरी कुछ भी, मतलब अनसिविलाइज्ड चीजें करवाएंगे तो।
हाँ, ऐसा नहीं कि वो लड़की जा रही है उसको प्रपोज करके आ जा, ऐसा
वो सब नहीं, वो सब चुदाब नहीं। अच्छा
ठीक है,
थोड़ा मतलब
ठीक है,
फनी कंटेंट, फनी जिससे कि लोगों को मजा आए एंड पीपल फन करे।
हो चलो।
एंड मिनिमम सुपर चैट जो है वो हम 200 रखेंगे।
हाँ चलेगा भाई,
मतलब 200 से तुम 200 करो तो तुम्हारा डेयर जो है वो एक्सेप्ट होगा, ऐसा 200 या 300
बराबर
200 या 300 से डेयर जो है वो एक्सेप्ट होगा। एंड अगर किसी को 1000 भी करना है तो उसमें हम किसी को रोकेंगे नहीं, किसी का हाथ
नहीं। पर जिमी भाई अगर उसने 200 डाल के बोला कि चलो अभी मसाज सेंटर लेके जाओ
तो वही तो बोल रहा हूँ कि यार थोड़ा सा सिविलाइज्ड और फन,
तो उसका तो पैसा गया, हमारा फायदा हो गया। तो गाइस बी वाइज विथ योर मनी।
थोड़ा मतलब वैसा, हाँ मतलब एक्सेप्ट वही होगा जो एकदम थोड़ा फनी एंड
मस्ती होनी चाहिए,
rather than
वल्गर नहीं होना चाहिए।
हाँ अननेसेसरी जो वल्गैरिटी है वो सब
वो नहीं होना चाहिए।
वल्गैरिटी एंड अनसिविलाइज्ड थिंग जो है वो सब नहीं रहने चाहिए, थोड़े से अच्छे होने चाहिए। 200 मिनिमम एंड मैक्सिमम 50,000। 50,000 के ऊपर रहेगा तो भी चलेगा वैसे तो। क्या बोलते हो गाइस, क्या बोलते हो, प्लान कैसा है?
भाई अगर कोई 10,000 सुपर चैट करेगा ना तो मैं एसके रॉसी के मुंह से तुम्हारे लिए पर्सनल शाउट आउट दिलवाऊंगा।
अगर कोई 10,000 सुपर चैट करेगा ना, मैं एसके रॉसी के मुंह
से
जो भी वो खा रहा होगा वो मैं खा लूंगा।
मुंह से, माउथ टू माउथ, मतलब उसने थूका हुआ भी खा लेगा तू?
अरे नहीं भाई, मतलब रहता है ना कि मैं अगर मुझे 10,000 मिला तो एसके रॉसी जो पहन रहा है कपड़ा वो मैं ले लूंगा और वो मैं तुम्हें पार्सल करा दूंगा।
एसके रॉसी तुम्हें कपड़ा देगा एक फॉरेन ट्रिप पे, जिधर
भाई
वो खुद
रॉसी,
लाइफ
ए
पैक
भाई
करके जाएगा।
रॉसी जानता है यार हमें।
रॉसी जानता है, रॉसी दे, पर रॉसी का वो पैजामा लकी होता है ना जो गेम में वो पहनता है।
हाँ तो पजामा थोड़ी मांगूंगा, लूंगा।
टी-शर्ट
कपड़ा फिर कुछ भी हो सकता है भाई। वो 10,000 जिसने दिया है उसका डिमांड नहीं होगा, वो हमारा कंडीशन होगा कि हम कौन सा कपड़ा देंगे।
एसके रॉसी का छीका हुआ रुमाल लेके आएंगे जिसने 10,000 दिया ना उसके लिए।
हाँ यार सर्दी उसको बहुत होती है।
नहीं, डमारा को हुई है अभी, डमारा का लेके आएंगे।
हमारा का म्यूकस 20,000 में। पैसा वेस्ट नहीं करना और डेयर शुड बी टू एन एक्सटेंट एंड नॉट सिविलाइज्ड लाइक यू आर डूइंग द अदरवाइज रिफंड मांगता है लॉ रुपीस 50,000 कौन देगा तुम? ए कार्शिक शट अप, यू आर नॉट इवन अ मेंबर, ओके? Can't even invest 59 rupees in the membership and you're talking shit in the chat, dude. Are you serious? Huh? Just get some membership first, okay? And then you are allowed to speak. Huh? फालतू giving suggestion here. मैं भेजा घूमी ऐसा मारेंगे ना, ऐसा करके आगे घाट बांध देंगे, ऐसा करके दूंगा ना गांड पे चाटे। अरे पर वो स्ट्रीम का नाम क्या रहेगा?
पैसा फेंक तमाशा देख बैंकॉक IRL।
हाँ दैट्स गुड। पैसा फेंक तमाशा देख। ये पर थोड़ा इंग्लिश रन देते हैं ना, इंग्लिश वे में।
थ्रो मनी वॉच सर्कस इन बैंकॉक IRL।
नहीं
2 Indians on Bangkok streets, super chat dares।
सुपर चैट अस एंड गिव अस अ डेयर, ऐसा कुछ।
हाँ वो कर सकते।
सुपर चैट मी एंड क्या यार, क्या कर सकते? थोड़ा सजेशन दो यार, चैट इतनी थकेली है ना भाई दोनों की चैट। भाई थोड़ा सा सजेशन दो। सुपर चैट आना चाहिए भाई। टाइटल में सुपर चैट आना चाहिए बस, और कुछ नहीं।
हो
या फिर मनी, गिव मनी, 2 boys 1 stream।
So I think Russ and Madeline, yeah, I think they need to be a little bit more diligent. They need to try and
करो भाई,
find
not
Francis
Indian
a
देखने
little bit earlier
भाई
on in
मैं
these rounds and make
एक
sure
वो
that
वाला
the
स्ट्रीम तो
detail
करना
is
पड़ेगा भाई,
connecting.
जिससे कि
We've
हम
got the Asian picks
सुपर
coming
चैट
through
में
here,
जो
and
डेयर
for
करवाना है ये
VLT,
लोग करवा
this is
सकते हैं हमसे।
exactly what we would
थोड़ा
expect. No
civilized
changes. They love
Yes.
this style. Time
अरे
and
जरूर
time
करेंगे।
again,
मैं तो बोलता हूँ
they're
जब
gonna
जब
play to
वेन्यू
what
पे होंगे
they
ना,
think
वेन्यू
is
पे ही
best
करेंगे
for
अपने
their own
वेन्यू
strengths.
पे।
Yep,
हाँ
the
वेन्यू
same
पे भी
as
कर सकते
well
हैं।
for
That's a really
Nongshim
good
here.
idea।
No changes again with the double duelist Waylay and Yoru. This feels like Ascent. Like what you said earlier from Nongshim, the difference is just Ivy here with
भाई
the
ये चेयर
Cypher.
टूट नहीं जाएगा
I
जिस
feel like
तरीके
this
से
is
ये
to
लेटा है।
provide more information for them. So well, let's see.
2 boys
Velocity,
in
they
1
are
cup
going to start
भाई
as
मेरी
the
चैट में देख
attacker
क्या बोल
first.
रहे हो?
I feel like
क्या
this
बोल रहा
is
है?
2 boys in 1
their
cup in Thailand।
most
अरे
preferred side to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. This
एक
team
आया
is
ऋषि
an
मुझे है,
attacker
फिर टाइटल
sided
क्या वो
team
लड़की
in
निकली
how
है
they are
लड़की।
built. I mean, that core
कर दी ना,
pack of Russ,
इसीलिए
Madeline,
ये
and Demara
ये
is
कृष्णा
so
ऐसी
effective.
फालतू बातों के
So
लिए
I think
वो
they're
सुपर
gonna
चैट्स एक्सेप्ट नहीं होंगे, चाहे फिर 1000 रुपए क्यों ना
try
दें।
and run up the numbers here.
के लिए हेवी इंटरनेट लगेगा एंड कैमरा ओवरहीट नहीं
Absolutely.
होना
Well,
चाहिए।
let's see.
That's a really
Here
good
comes
idea,
the
but I
decider
will take
map
care of it, don't
sunset
worry।
between Velocity Gaming and Nongshim Red Force. Who will be the victors
Golubai
in
hyping
this
up
matchup?
the whole team।
Whether it will be Nongshim or
डमारा का वो
Velocity, of
serious face
course,
देखा?
our casters
भाई अभी
keep
मारने वाला है
bringing
भाई
मारूंगा
हमारा
सबको।
कुत्रा गेमिंग
and that's
वाईटी
right.
चैनल।
Thank you again to our panel. It's
चलो,
been
Sunset, let's
a
go.
week of incredible action in the group stage, and here we
Sunset
are.
किसने अपना है ना?
The final map, in the final series.
हाँ, one of our good
to
maps,
see
one
who
of our good
will
ये
take between
सनसेट में अपन ने
Velocity
लास्ट वाले
and
टाइम में भी सनसेट ही था,
Nongshim.
अच्छा खेला
Our
था।
panel mentioned
अरे बहुत
last
अच्छा
right, kind of similar to what we saw
Flex
set
करना
in
जरा।
terms of composition, but Velocity, they can set the tempo early, being on the attack first.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those maps where SK Rossi, though, is not going to be on his chamber.
अरे भाई तुम
Again,
करो बस लोगों को पहले ये बोल देना स्ट्रीम के स्टार्टिंग नो रिफंड।
sure how big of an impact that really was, because the last time that they played here up against, I think that was Riddle Order, they did still win pretty convincingly. but he didn't perform as well on that chamber.
Yeah, but Zambi now acclimate on the Waylay, gets the first pick here. Francis also in position, and Nongshim trying to use that backside corridor angle. Velocity still making this contest. RB also catching lightning fast, busy. And with Russ all alone, the 2v1. Beautiful taps there onto Zambi to confirm the kill. He has options. So much time in the bank.
Bro, crazy.
RB trying to cut it off.
They could have actually peeked with each other.
रस आराम से निकाल देगा ये आराम से
I'm not sure if RB is able to hear the footsteps, but
जिसको ताकत लगानी है लगा सकता है रस ये
oh my
easily
goodness, is
निकाल
Russ gonna go for like the big brain play of just wrapping around and going back to the B?
जाएगा ये लॉबी अबे यार बीटी होगी
That could be something.
Well, he's gonna stick around the A
Let's
side,
go.
though, confirm the plant and go into
Easy,
elbow.
baby.
Looking to anticipate RB though. Russ, the read, masterminded there by Russ. The Salvi clutch. I just outplays the opposition, and with it, it's a pistol here for Velocity.
baby देख रहे हो chat prediction
How well he actually read his opponent.
dangerous
I just
prediction
want to hear the
all
comments
time
and just, bro, for sure he's gonna be flanking me. He's not gonna go through spawn, and he just timed it like you mentioned. Look at his face, just utter confidence.
Yeah, I mean, Russ has done it all in multiple regions in the tier 1 scene,
Boss
and here
round
he
jeete,
goes,
matlab.
proving his diligence yet again. It's crazy we just have the two veterans really on both sides being the IGLs. But it works out for Velocity. I'm still concerned though. The second rounds, the ecos from Nongshim have been a problem for Velocity Gaming.
For sure. Something to not mess around with. And that's where you're probably seeing Velocity not pull that trigger so quickly. They're leaving SK Rossi by himself, the stun to connect, and I think they're about to push.
Yeah, Paranoia comes on through, Nongshim looking to anticipate the push, but no one caught instead. Nongshim, they get the establishment map control over onto A main, dissuading Velocity from playing towards that site. And as soon as that happens, Nongshim also rotating into B, but Velocity might have other plans here. They're angling towards mid, looking to catch mid rotation, and here we go. It's working well. Velocity
one more.
finding the right path here. The GPS online.
Oh my
and apparently,
God,
this
bro,
is the fastest way
crazy.
to their destination. In 100 meters, turn right into A sites because this is looking pretty sure here for
रॉसी को
Velocity.
देगा भी दो निकलेगा एक पिक तो निकालेगा रॉसी at least
Off kilter kill as well with his
Title can be
shorty,
super
but
chat
that
only
was
challenges.
as good as it
Oh,
was
good
going
one,
to
yaar, Unknown.
get Ivy and
super chat
X-Ross
only challenges
on mid. Gonna be spotted
Rossi
out by
spotted
SK
him.
Rossi.
Oi,
To make sure that he can slow them down
नहीं,
as
नहीं,
much as
निकल
he
जाएगा,
can.
निकल
But
वो
you
नहीं
can't see,
फंसा है
even
वो.
if they deal with SK Rossi here, there's still 3 players waiting on that A
Last
site
match, yes.
with the actual firepower that
Still
Velocity
save करेंगे वो.
does have. If they can take down SK Rossi, at least that helps them with a kill, extra bit of money, and maybe towards the ultimates, but no weapons will be, you know, massively upgraded when they take down the lurker.
Yeah, they're just grasping for straws, and exactly that. Ivy with the free gun, sure.
पर बहुत time buy किया उसने.
अपना नहीं अपना है
It's
ये
that
वाला
ghost only. So Velocity Gaming doing such a good job to assess
हमारा
the
देख, 1-1,
situation.
1-1,
Just
1-1,
not
उसका cam
lose
number भी
out
1 है.
on the initial set play from Nongshim, right? Not get any casualties there. And with it, they're bringing 3 rounds, and particularly a Phantom coming into their bonus.
Yeah, this is what Velocity wants. They want to have that solid foundation so that they actually have that backing of the rounds and the weapons to get into this bonus. And at least, you know, they're not going to freak out when they actually lose this particular round because, again, they do have that that foundation. In any case, looking at the positionings, Velocity going to be looking to go for a potential aggressive mid here with maybe Madeline just making sure that no one aggresses through a main. And I like this idea just so that you can split the map in half.
Yeah, I mean, they have the firepower too to contest mid, and SK Rossi immediately telling RB to buzz off. Just making back away, Velocity back into playing towards mid. The Prowler confirms Damara's close contact point. And the Seas, that's great! Damara tries to go through, but the Tether will keep him at bay. Springing into action, Velocity wants to do it all over again. The fast lane to cover the approach. Ivy doesn't see the transition. And with RB low HP, Paranoia is to play. RB somehow still gets the kill despite being blinded. And X-Ross here, stable on the side. 2 for 2 on the trades. Here comes Zambi now, looking to make the saturate count. Nongshim trapping Velocity here into the
30% कटेगा
corner.
YT का
And
वो
Madeline,
मैटर नहीं करता रे मजा मैटर करता है
unfortunately,
भाई
no real chance.
Super
Nongshim brought the shovels
दिखते
and
भी
get
तो
the
मस्त है
teammates
ना,
too.
समझ रहे हो 30% ठीक है अभी क्या कर
Great
सकते हैं but तुम
ability
ऐसे
here from
देखो तो कितने
Nongshim
मस्त लगते हैं कि
to
भाई सुपर चैट्स आए
corral
हैं
the
उस हिसाब
rest
से।
of
मेरे को देख के बहुत
Velocity
अच्छे लगते हैं
back
super chats।
into the site. I honestly thought, yeah, with this,
अलग-अलग
Extra's
colours में
holding
होते
that
हैं
position on Link was
काफी
huge.
motivation भी आता
It
है।
just disrupted whatever Velocity
Backroom
wanted to do. I
खेलेगा,
thought
but
like,
fun
oh,
है,
Velocity
आजकल backroom
has a
cover वाले
really
sexy
good
रहेगा,
way
अच्छी shoot।
to
देखते हैं यार, try करता हूँ।
get into this site, and then you just see Nongshim as they enter, no one was dying.
Yeah, just Velocity falling for it, hook, line, and sinker, and the utility from RB. Paramount 2, that success too. But now Nongshim, a different plan. Extra aggression courtesy of Francis. Lightning fast, gets a shoulder peek on. At least they know Nongshim are close by. Blind, finally, there's a connection. Tamara has to back away from the back play protector here. Dabby, the distraction, and Francis finds the 2 targets. Nongshim again, the bait and switch has been working for them. And with these trades, they're still the ones ahead. Spikes drop, Madeline, unfortunately, not really in a position to find any of these kills. Picks up the Hunter's Fury, or rather, the orb to build up that Hunter's Fury. It's 1v3 though, Astra is so tough for Velocity now.
Slowed down by the tripwire as well. Yeah, that spike is just... I thought he could maybe get to B main and pick it up.
भाई वो bait क्या कर रहा है भाई
it's the
उससे?
outside stairs.
Vele?
So
हाँ वेले एंड यूरो
he's just
कॉम्बो
gonna
यही तो
probably,
है
हाँ
yeah,
full
wrap
bait
around from
party
the looks
भाई
of it.
full bait party
There's not
और
really
दोनों
any
escape कर जाते हैं
economy
पता है
at the moment for
सही में,
Velocity, so
सही में।
maybe he can save this for a hero
30 seconds left.
Phantom coming into the next round, but looks like he might want to try to do something with the 30 seconds that he has remaining.
Well, a pick here would be huge, but it's just so doubtful with the time that you have. X-Ross though, there's the challenge. X-Ross wins it. And yeah, and Velocity can't even bring anything into the next round. These have been some great calls here from Nongshim Red Force. Playing into mid, use the double minister strikes again. And whenever Dampy's on the waylay, he really tries to set up Francis for success. As soon as that happens, players like Ivy can crawl up to the same position. And you see how it works, the trade system for Nongshim.
It's very smooth. From what we saw on Ascent, it's definitely carrying over here on Sunset. It's a much more cohesive Nongshim so far, and it has broken this rhythm that we've been discussing so much about, that, you know, Velocity to be feared about. But when it's not there anymore, the slower approach, Francis can do just these kind of things, and Morgan was the one that was discussing. He was such a good Euro player to begin with.
अबे मेडलिन के इसमें पहले से हटा दिया था उसका।
Francis does have to back away as Damara has taken command of the site. RB clocked here by Boba. Velocity get the plan going.
Rolando bhai, thank you so much for the 120 ने
Throw
मेरी
the
जान
paranoia
दी।
out onto the site. No one really home to receive it. Market control sure. Damar already repositioning here. And interesting enough, it's lightning fast playing in the forefront. He throws the paranoia. Dies to Damby there. And speaking of Damby now, in position to play onto the spike itself. Flash comes through. Rolling Thunder, of course, can be a factor. Damby stuck onto the corner here. Velocity Gaming just playing the timer well. Nongshim on the deep, he's going. They get halfway down aftershock. So many problems, too little time. And Damara also another ace in the cards for him. A penalty ace here for Velocity as they take the lead.
That was incredible.
Crazy post plan
Again,
Damara
Russ,
with the other
an
ace.
expert at saving those utilities
एक
with
दिन
his
में दो
teammates,
ace सोच भाई.
able to just wait out the rest of the defenders and still have a aftershock fault line relay combo, which led to Damara picking up that ace. Velocity
Damara
really
की
has
सर्दी
so
गई
many
बे।
tricks up their sleeves,
हुआंग थाई सूंघ लिया उसने
especially
हुआंग
once they
थाई.
have
हाँ भाई।
these post-press
याडोम
situations.
सूंघ लिया
It's like a
याडोम।
scary team to try to again, you know, try to defend against, just because of how much understanding they have in that post-man scenario.
Yeah, it's a breach value, man. It's what Russ brings to this roster. And just how his utility has defined the strategies, the playbook of Velocity throughout their Pacific Ascension run. But with Damara getting 5 on the board in the last round, the overdrive now available. Another tool to help out Velocity as Nongshim Can only rely on the Phantom of Ivy right now, all the way towards mid. So bit by bit, Velocity's carving a path onto the A site. They show the presence into elbow over onto the objective itself. SK Rossi though on the lurk, caught out. So another thing to be picked up here by Nongshim.
Yeah, that pinch though. He felt very pressured. Timing was just off with his ADS, and that'll cost him. This gives an option right now for Francis to send it with his ultimate.
Yo, overdrive though. Tomorrow shut down immediately. The lights turned off, courtesy of X-Ross, and here comes Nongshim as well to make the trades happen. Francis still on site. What a shot from Francis! And as soon as Velocity give us their moment, Nongshim again off through these thrifty rounds. It was bound to happen, courtesy of Nongshim Red Force, and they show it off here to tie it up.
What an insane battle. Like you mentioned, between the two, they keep trading blows, highlight for highlight. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, as soon as Francis hits, he immediately goes and uses his ultimate. It puts Velocity for a spin, and then he just keeps doing his own thing. He did this in this round. He did it in that one round on Lotus, where we thought the Velocity should have had it in the bag. Nongshim really has that Francis Sheriff factor.
It's been the weak point for Velocity here, and Nongshim have capitalized on that. Aces go Velocity, Nongshim gets thrifties. You gotta wonder which brings more value here coming into the series, but SK Rossi has found struggles this time around as he tries to hold into tiles. And you can feel the pressure on that SK Rossi since Nongshim are so active for vying from that mid control.
Well, seems like Velocity now reeling it in. Full 5 once again. SK Rossi was looking on mid, but now he's joined the rest of the roster. Make sure that they have enough hands to hold this retake of their opponents.
I mean, Velocity has a lot of time to work with. Francis still miles away with the operator. Hunter's Fury. First call here from Velocity. Tabby's gonna send it though. He wants to try to make it happen. Make some space happen here for Ivy. RB also in position, but Damara's already in the perfect spot to catch anyone crossing from alley. Francis has the whistle, sure. But with the operator, man, just this 1v3 looking so unlikely. Damara has been the saving grace of Velocity so far. The Vanguard, the tip of the spear. And he's always in an angle to catch anyone crossing past the space that Dabby provides on the Nongshim side.
And as Velocity, it's just so difficult to try to break that threshold. It's just... at least for now.
Lead aaya वापस.
But they won't be able to make that happen regardless. Look at that replay. It's all really here. Again, beautiful counterplay that we keep seeing from Velocity time and time again. That everybody. You saw Lightning Fast holding the high ground, which definitely was not completely scoured out by Nongshim. The dashing from Dabby. Yeah. Even though he did get into the site, he didn't get the spot on that. So Lightning Fast had a free pass to keep holding his position, and it was just such a hassle for Nongshim to try to deal with.
I mean, Velocity, and especially Damara, they've been picking their moments, and they have found the right calls at the right time. 10 aboard here for Damara already. And VLT playing it so safe here. Backside still held. Now Nightfall comes on from Boba. Here comes Nongshim. Preventing the plan from even happening. And here we go again. The lesser buy providing 2 kills. SK Rossi tried to hold over to the corner. The blindside comes through. Velocity blinded right now. The C's as well. And how does Nongshim keep getting away with these rounds? It's not in the game, but you saw the difference with the guns. And Nongshim still keeping tabs of Velocity here.
Great use of that Nightfall. It's a definite step in the right direction for it. Lightning Fast thought that he got a free pass. Safety as he went for that shrouded step. Absolutely not. And then you saw they were just kind of stuck. They couldn't really get out of there. And Nongshim took their sweet time. They made sure that they can whittle down the positioning from their opponents. And it just worked out so well for them. It's a back and forth. It's not really a huge lead from either side, but Velocity feeling that pressure and that, I guess, lack of capability to transition these round advantages into more is what is being a puzzle for them and trying to figure it out.
And that's exactly why Coach Godspeed calls for the timeout here. It's that concern right now for Velocity. They get the space, they play it safe at the start, but suddenly, they just spring into action there for Nongshim, and it just immediately is a flurry of utility. Just saw how coordinated it was from Nongshim Red Force from the Nightfall into Dambi dashing. That's immediately a signal for the rest of Nongshim Red Force to go onto the site, for players like Francis to pick their angles, and bit by bit, they're getting value. It's honestly Velocity getting corralled into these angles as well, and you're seeing so much value from players like RB.
Yeah.
His seasons throughout this first half alone have been so effective into keeping Nongshim with an advantage here.
Every map
being able to separate Velocity. Once Damara gets into the site, if it has no one to follow up after him, pretty much dead in the water. That's so difficult to, you know, I guess adapt to as Velocity. Oh, that's interesting.
Rossi as a cipher.
Charging up into
कुछ information दे रहा है और
ये कर रहा है, help कर रहा है behind. Trying to sell commit over at the A side. It's a big utility dump here from Nongshim in response. And Dambi just wants to find value with their frag, but no dice. A lot of utility used by Nongshim, by the way. They use the C's, they use the Prowlers. Paranoia, loved as well. And now Velocity immediately on the re-hit. 2 kills here for Velocity. They carve a path towards A. But with the neural theft, it keeps their options opened. Bit by bit, SK Rosso also trying to find someone towards mid. Francis doesn't spot the Cypher in time. And VLT just playing with the timer here.
I wonder once they realize that Francis still has the operator and the Yoru clone is there, are they going to try to challenge him? Looks like it is. A peek between him and Rossi.
Oh! There. Finally has his number. SK Rossi has been looking for that throughout this map. And this is going from good to better here for VLT.
I think
the slow and steady pace. It's working for them now. Madeline is trying to get the intel going. Velocity needs to go onto the side. RB does play disruptor here. Can he cancel the plan? Dangerous waters now here for Velocity Gaming, but lightning fast delivers the goods. And VLT with their own thrifty here.
Nice one, yeah, nice one.
I like how they just re-aggressed. Yeah, just look at that. This was right after that initial contact that we saw.
2 shots must उसने crosshair placement में Free Fire में.
एक तेरा ये
From the start
हाँ
of the
मेरा
round,
भी हुआ
and they just
तेरे साथ मेरा भी
keep
हुआ.
pressing on that A site. This forces, you know, after that initial util that he mentioned from Nongshim for him to try to attack
हाँ
again.
भी 0 या 0-7 में
Excuse me, I think I was like
पर बिल्कुल clutch player है
वो ये दे रहा है information दे रहा है
From their coach, so effective.
Info जा रही है बराबर.
The mid rounds from Russ as well. Just that kind of patience, that temperance from a team of South Asia. Velocity Gaming. Oh, they even just get E-Punch onto Francis, who, by a miracle, by the way, survives with 1 HP. So the operator gonna be a factor still. Gonna get a simple breeze to just do him in. Dambi right now, flushed out by the stun. Velocity getting a bit of space past the one-way. But it's similar to what we saw in the last round. VLT using the slower pace to try and drain Nongshim of their resources here.
Oh, X-Ross. Cover going spots out SK Rossi still outside the A site. VLT. Again, the triple back at this point to the A. I love this. Look at the reads. The fakes as well. It seems like Nongshim are reading the situation to be a B.
X-Ross के पास था ना पूरा.
It's only X-Ross holding this A site for the meantime.
Yeah, layers and
layers
लेकिन
top fight नहीं कर पाएंगे.
And hits. It's just hitception onto A site and Damar right now.
Oh, please.
There. X-Ross though still into the corner, protected by this box. Anyway, he sprung to action, the spike in his hands too. And now Velocity, they're concerned. They delivered the objective straight into the hands of the opposition. RB's waiting. Patience the virtue now. But Velocity find the shots. Russ with 18 HP. 1v1. And that one single breath from Francis says it all. Yoru still survives. And Nongshim will tie it up to 5.
This is impossible. It's just
नसीब है आज इन लोग के साथ नसीब है.
Forth. It doesn't matter if you call the timeout. It's
अरे वहीं मर जाता पता है वो पता नहीं कैसे बच गया वो एक
breaking away from this. Look at this push that we saw from VLT. They got the connection.
कैसे बच गया भाई वहाँ पे
As soon as they started pushing in,
ने देख पूरा गेम
there
निकाल
was
दिया
the counter play
पूरा राउंड
of the converging pass from Dambi here. But it didn't really, I feel like, stop the rest of VLT, but then it was Xros that really got that value.
Yeah, Han comes in though. RB knows exactly the lay of the land. And Nongshim looking to double down on that intel with the Metro Drift. Dambi's just been waiting, and now he springs into action there. Here comes Nongshim! They just erased Velocity from the round here with a flawless.
There you go. No one from Velocity, if I remember correctly,
pushed
up into elbow. All of them went through Link. That's a especially easy meat grinder. That was just the one with Madeline, sure, but then again, how is he going to be able to do much up against the shotgun right in front of his face? So with that, that's going to definitely stop the tempo, at least for Velocity on the A site. Will they try to work their magic elsewhere? Seems like they still will try to go for A. Here they are.
I mean, the immediate round adjustment. Damara couldn't even play the game. Zambi, he changed his angle. And we are gonna miss what we just heard from that overdrive. Nongshim with the utter shutdown. VLT, they've been playing a tempered attack here for the past few rounds. Now it's forced here by the hand of Nongshim. And Francis, he's in there looking at this, but the collaterals collect! And here comes Zambi still for more. Francis for the third. Zambi's not done! Where do you look? Where can you go? Zambi will turn it all around and bring Nongshim to 7 to end the half.
Man, as soon as they slowed the pace of that one, still try to go for A. Yikes.
ये राउंड हुआ क्या मैं सुसु गया था
using the judge every bit of play that we saw from Damara completely erased.
सारे 4 जन तो ए पे बैठे थे एक का ऑलरेडी गया
collateral with the operator just
क्या बोलते हैं उसको पिक निकल गया था बाकी
insult to injury as that will end our first half. We'll be back for the second.
अंदर जाकर के ऑफ से 2 पिक निकाला उसने फ्रांसिस ने एक बुलेट से 2 कोलैटरल डैमेज क्या लग रहा है गाइस क्या लग रहा है चैट बताओ who's going to win कमबैक होगा क्या अपना थोड़ा 6-6 भी रहता ना तो एक एडवांटेज रहता भाई
कोई ना एक पिस्टल निकाल लेते हैं अपने
भाई अभी तो यहाँ से तो लाइक पिस्टल राउंड भी इम्पोर्टेंट है भाई
यहाँ से तो मेरे को ओटी जाते दिख रहा है भाई सच बताओ तो
ओटी तो मेरे को लग रहा था बट यहाँ से जो फर्स्ट राउंड भी इम्पोर्टेंट है भाई सेकंड
हाँ ट्रू अपर ब्रैकेट में आ गए यस
टू डेट फॉर VLT निकाल सकते हैं अभी तो है अब तो डिफेंस देखा है हमने इनका डिफेंस देखोगे तो समझ में आओगे ना कि क्या होगा तो परफॉर्म कर रही है बैक होगा थोड़ा लेट हो गया है VLT के लिए क्यों लेट हो गया
And we have returned.
ये राउंड निकालना बहुत
First half done.
ये और
and
इसके
after
बाद
such a tug of war between Velocity and Nongshim, seems like Nongshim finally breaking away with 2 rounds.
Oh, निकला तो फिर भी दिक्कत है गाइस
left right
भी निकलना चाहिए
Hey, you gotta get your exercise going. And this has been an exercise for synchronicity for Nongshim, right? Just what we've seen for Francis and Danby. They've defined the pace of the game so far. And IB, just too daring at this point. He has just been winning duel after duel in this series. He's confident he can get away with that one. Damara and Lightning Fast. They don't even know what hit the rest of the squad right now. Spikes planted here. Nongshim just waiting for any kind of peek out. And Ivy, that's just disgusting. He's just always left unchecked at this point. Flawless here from Nongshim.
Yeah.
आएगा रस भाई कुकिंग करो थोड़ा.
Velocity's own medicine, as it seems like they weren't able to anticipate how fast Nongshim is able to just invade space. just saw how quickly
Beast Master,
again the backside
मेरी
was
जान की
already
टोटी. Thank you so much
exposed
for the
to the Nongshim roster. And again, like you mentioned, Ivy, great lurks all together, really just helping them out. But this, Francis was already at the back of the site. He had just reckless abandon, charging in. That's a great little pistol here for the second half for Nongshim.
Yeah, and with it, Nongshim can continue their trend. The confidence is buzzing for Francis. The Vandal already into the second round of the second half. Idling into mid again. RB confirms presence towards market. This could be a good pinch if Russ stays along in this angle. And that's what Nongshim are thinking of right now. There you have it. Francis dipping his toes. And Russ just staying too long, trying to make that decision what to buy. Damara does catch RB. The rest of Nongshim are there to protect the rest of the team. And with it, another clean round from Nongshim Red Force.
Oh, hey.
Out on that one for Velocity.
ऐसा देखा जाए तो ये मैच सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेड फोर्स के लिए ही था.
4-5 man. And then once they got figured out,
हमारा इसमें लेना देना कुछ है नहीं था.
नहीं हमारा
trying to get a kill as quickly
वो
as
तो
he
ऑलरेडी
can.
हो चुकी है रेड फोर्स भी.
Doesn't show it here on the replay, but
रेड फोर्स भी हो
just the
चुकी है
extra a while
क्वालीफाई.
ago, just
Lower
showing
bracket,
us how
lower
many of
bracket,
them
हाँ.
were just in that pocket, reading that their opponents were going to push through market. I like the
ये
idea
शायद खाली
though, but
points के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, I think, right?
not wasting any time. Or,
I think so, but जरूरत क्या है?
not
पॉइंट्स की बात खत्म हो गई ना, ग्रुप स्टेज खत्म होते हैं अब लोअर ब्रैकेट फाइनल
अरे तो ये मैच में कोई तो रहेगा भाई आउटकम.
I mean, they were aware of that possibility thanks to RB, and that's the call to play from mid to Boba and get it going. SK Rossi though, one thing you can always say about Velocity is they're willing to challenge. Beautiful pick onto Ivy now, trying to shatter that confidence. Like fast, no escape. Dambi still in the fight, but Madeline finds the real one there. Francis through the smoke, gone to the bench. Spike planted here. Nongshim Red Force looks to play into an A main post, on the B main post.
अरे केटी भी नहीं आ रही है.
Here after shot.
क्या लोड हुआ क्या तेरा?
Just flush out the corner so far.
गाली मत दे.
Defense, and now the stun comes on through. Damara just keep fighting
load हुआ क्या?
fighting up close. Dambi also an X-Ross! He's finding his form now! And with those 2 kills,
गाली क्यों
it does
दूंगा?
tip tails in favor. Back to Nongshim. Or not done though.
नहीं हुआ.
मैं अबे लोड
Madeline
बोल
trying
रहा
to find his form here, but Nongshim Red Force, the bonus
लोड क्या
confirmed.
तेरा?
Double digits attained, and it's
लोड
10 to
हुआ
5
क्या
in
तेरा?
favor of the Korean
नहीं,
squad.
नहीं,
That's scary. I honestly thought that was such a good start for the retake here. And then you see that, and then the paranoia. Damara had no space to move as soon as he started trying to get closer and closer to the rest of the Nongshim roster near that spike. The timing again on the flash on that haunt was just too much for Velocity to handle. It seems like as we hit that double digits for their opponents, calling a quick meeting. Damage report. What do we gotta do? What can we do to stop Nongshim from just keeping the ball rolling?
I mean, it's a final timeout here for Velocity. Let's throw the ball back into Nongshim's court. Throughout this week, it's been the question of when will the real Nongshim Red Force stand on up. And it took them a while to get back into this form. They've also bit the bullet, allowing Dambi to play the Neon. Didn't work out on Lotus, but there's just more confidence right now between the double duelists that they have here. It's been helpful.
ये रस में से वो मनी हाइस्ट वाले प्रोफेसर वाली वाइब नहीं आ रही अभी.
Willing to challenge. And with a your waylay throughout this series, it has been the combo of beats. The stats say it all, man. 19 on Francis, 14 for Dambi. And this is the Nongshim Red Force everyone expected coming into this tournament.
Match fixing still exists on this level.
Mara on the bucket. I'm kind of curious about this. It looks like they have a nice little 4-man play on A main. But yeah, no heat. I feel, or rather, feels like Nongshim feeling that heat and tries to find a more, a longer angle, potentially, if there's any shenanigans coming out from Velocity.
And VLT just back to stacking towards the A site. Nongshim wary of market, especially because they've seen the challenge so far. But his mid control has been such a defining factor, not just in this map, but also in the last map there on Ascend. Nongshim to just get so many more opportunities with playing into tiles and looking to pivot from that angle. Lots of time though, and RB will be back to his initial ways. This Prowler doesn't get confirmation. They also throw the haunt towards elbow. So RB, he might walk straight into that one. Heard the flash. Russ hits a good shot. Dambi and the rest of Nongshim though, they use that space thanks to the fake and go straight into B side.
Look at Dambi there. Force the back away. No noise whatsoever, so there's some resistance. Ivy, though, he's taking a big risk. You're peeking mid, and now he sees the brunt of velocity coming through market.
Yeah, huge intel here, courtesy of Ivy. Dambi knows it will be close from market itself, and that's why the conversion pass is going to get cast right now. Damara trying to get into space, but Dambi is just a step quicker. Francis trying to hold towards Boba, but SK Rossi gets his number, and bit by bit, velocity. They're getting some great damage in the round, but Ivy's lurk left unchecked. Here we have it, the spray on the Russ. Also, Madeline falls to his hand in the smoke. Dambi confirms it. 2v1, lightning fast. Just trying to make it happen through the smoke here, but Dambi again delivering another round. Nongshim 2 away from taking the series.
Who's that micro from Dambi? Around the smoke for lightning pass is waiting. I honestly thought lightning pass was going to
जिस तरीके से
and nothing.
तुमने जिंक्स किया है पूरा गेम
Alert from Ivy.
भाई मैंने कुछ जिंक्स नहीं किया यार. This one बढ़िया चल रहा था यार.
Second one. This one.
भाई ये वाला कैसे हार गए हम?
Didn't really realize he was right there and forced to peek out.
Ivy का flank
Had to fight that one and again Dambi just
अरे क्या? हाँ वही बोल रहा हूँ.
points creeping the rounds.
क्यों देख रहे हो यार?
For Nongshim's way.
सब ठीक है, वो लोग इतना fast flank भी expect नहीं किया था ना.
Velocity. And immediately Damara silence. Lightning fast also playing
the aggressive. Momentum चल रहा है भाई.
This time.
भाई अबे एक ये वाला जीत के भाई ले लो यार टाइम आउट.
Seen throughout these rounds. Even better now. The stats from Velocity looking strong. Madeline Russ working hand in hand. Russ with 1 HP.
मार दे
But in any case, Velocity, they're gonna stop the push from Nongshim before it even starts
on the A side. तू देख रहा है कितना difficulty हो रहा है बिना डमार के.
It's a death sentence to play into A here.
डमार के बिना बहुत मुश्किल है साइड मिलना.
Russ will have his fault line up and running once again. Seems like Francis still wants to go for the fight. X-Ross about to hit 4 players, but he will get overwhelmed.
ये elbow वाले को मार दो, खत्म करो.
With RB all alone.
एक ले लो यार, एक टाइम आउट थोड़ा सा.
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है elbow वाला दो को मार के जाएगा.
अरे
यार momentum तोड़ दो यार बस जरा.
Is consistent on that shot. We've been waiting for a statement here from Velocity. We've been waiting for them to get around on the board. And there you have it, at least. Just willing to challenge.
एक राउंड अभी आया है तो यार थोड़ा लोगों को टाइम आउट लेना चाहिए.
Look at just how close that fight is, or how close they were in front of the faces of the Velocity players. That 4 swing, a Velocity classic. Still, Nongshim having enough money. Still gonna go for the A site though. I like the idea here. They do have a bunch of ultimates, but Damara there to deny.
Yeah, they're gonna look to punch Damara again. Hunter's Fury though, this could be huge. After the scan, Madeline does some damage.
Oh, nice one.
Fast actually does find Dambi. Dambi got real deep there from mid, that's alright. But Velocity did have Lightning Fast keeping tabs of the angle. So that's a good kill. Here for the defense. Francis and the rest of the squad, they are wary of the Cypher's presence. Ivy again caught out more and more. Velocity are raiding the trends of Nongshim here. It's giving them a good chance. SK Rossi playing in the Cyber H2 has another one. Does get hit by the Nightfall. Some space for RB to plant perhaps, but really Velocity is ready on the other side here.
Yeah, the biggest thing is there will be Francis on the flank.
Finally.
His flank is just not going to be felt anymore, losing both of his teammates as it comes in for the swing. Maybe if he gets his second kill, but then
RB भाई भी like
already halfway
साला
done.
प्लांट करने जा रहा हूँ, एक ability आ रही है. फिर प्लांट करने जा रहा हूँ, फिर एक ability आ रही है. मैं प्लांट करूँ कि नहीं करूँ?
Answer here from Velocity.
बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हो यार?
Viper mid, catch that lurk. And from then on, even these kills onto players like Dambi prevent Nongshim from having other angles to play on this Sunset map. And bit by bit, VLT is chipping away. We've seen them do this on the first map. That's right, we've seen them try to bounce back against Nongshim before. And
like karo friends.
Nongshim Red Force squad who has to call for a timeout here because they're
squad
getting
के लिए
answers
exclamation DC कर दो आसिफ.
Most of their setups now being denied, or rather, it feels like maybe rather than that, Velocity is just becoming faster and faster at just how they set up their counter play. Or rather, just initiation play. I guess now, they're the ones that are starting to create tempo, right? And because of that, Nongshim, as they try to move into A main, there's already stuns. There's already blinds. The hell are they supposed to do? So that kind of interaction from Velocity has to be at least well taken note of as the Nongshim roster, just because they can't keep doing this now that they've lost so much economy as well as it feels like the tempo.
Effectively immediate right here from Velocity. And as long as they know Francis and Dambi won't just go straight into their faces, it's VLD confident to play off the utility, that double initiator that we've been harping on throughout the series. That's where it's strong when you're given the time to set on up. Fault line right now, but the Haunt already confirms the intentions here of Velocity. Lightning fast though, playing a different game. With Extras found, it's tough now for Nongshim to even set on up for the execute. No more smokes, no chance. Dambi though, winning the fight with a stinger. Classic 2. Wait a minute, Dambi trying to pull off the miracle here. Nongshim, they've gotten the kills, yes. Dambi's one away from the convergent bats. There is a conversation to maybe pick up that orb, but they're so concerned of Velocity's position around the map here.
Yeah, the thing is as well, they've called the ultimate from Lightning Fast so quick. He got to the A site to assist Russ here, that now they're kind of still figuring things out. This look from Rossi is going to be huge though. Now that he's going to be able to sandwich the rest of his team, this might allow them to just clear up the rest of Nongshim that's now on this position.
Oh, कुछ हो सकता है.
Confirms immediately what Velocity was thanks to the spike plants. Dambi just trying to buy some precious time for the squad. Here we go with a stinger swing, and he's just going for Ferrari peak there. Speed kills, and Dambi's good for the 3. But SK Rossi and Russ now in position. Tap on the spike. RB, the off angle, unexpected now. It's all up to Russ. Here we go again. The C's connects, the decay is there. And off the tap, Ivy goes for the swing. Nongshim Red Force, they've played it so calculated. And here they are on series points.
अबे भाई वो डमारा ने वहाँ पे 2 किल निकाल लिए तो क्यों पुश किया उसने?
When Dambi is such an expert, able to get that follow-up kills, the saturate hits 3 was a thing of beauty.
Overheat हो जाता है
यार. The blind repositions makes it even worse.
इसके पीछे वाला cover fire पे भी तो था, but वो भी slow हो गया ना Dambi
For sure, Velocity didn't realize that RB went for the wraparound after so much commitment into the middle of that site happened.
हो सकता है कुछ. पैसा तो है.
Especially when they had no weapons to really fight just the stinger.
मुश्किल लग रहा है.
The off games for Dambi on the way lane. He still
नहीं रुक जा. हमारा का ult है. Breach का stun proper है रस का.
Velocity have had enough of Nongshim Red Force. And straight up, they get control of the spike here. Francis and the rest can't find any consideration. And Francis can't afford to die. He can't afford to die. But luckily, Exros still has the From the Shadows. But I'd say the same. Exros, you can't fall here if you still want a chance in the round. Velocity, they've shut the door immediately on Nongshim.
अरे वो एक राउंड में तो फेल गया ना.
दूसरी कोई इंडियन टीम होती ना तो वो लोग अभी ये बोलते अभी सेफ खेलते हैं, बेसिक्स पे खेलते हैं ऐसा. इन्होंने साला सब इन्वेस्ट कर दिया एक राउंड में.
This is what Velocity needed. Yeah. That a couple of catches outside of B. The smoke, X-Ross just cannot push through. The paranoia's already been used.
The anti-omen from the shadows play still work nowadays. Well, that works. Just get rid of X-Ross.
Yeah. I think it still works.
They made like a triangle there. What? Okay, guys, you need to each pick a spot on the spike itself. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Spike is triangular and, you know, so all angles definitely covered.
It's triangular, it's not a triangle.
Yeah, I said triangular.
कुछ नहीं अभी वो एकदम ऐसे डर के है कि उसको पता है कि मैं आसपास कोई होगा करके कोई नहीं है उसके आसपास किसी को पता है वो किधर है.
There's nothing to talk about. Dambi is saving grace.
हाँ उसको पता है कोई किधर है.
To save this rifle.
इसको पता है
नाम को पता है.
Shots from Velocity in the last map, right?
इसकी पड़ी है कि आसपास कहीं बैठे होंगे तो मार देंगे. मैं यही खड़े रहता हूँ.
Would reach. match points. But the question is
Dogs,
it too
अपनी मम्मी की
little,
बात कर रहा है,
too
शाशा,
late?
मोंटाना,
It's a
ये,
great round of
Mandulal.
Yeah, I guess it'll be a lot more felt once we actually
ओह स्टन और बुलेट साथ में लगा उसको.
see another cohesive, another dominant round from Velocity. Because 4 rounds isn't that far for sure, but we do know that Nongshim, at least in Sunset, has a very quick bounce back. So that's why we're kind of looking for here for Velocity. Again, it's not just, you know, to dismay them. It's more just 4 rounds feels a lot when they haven't figured out how to deal with Nongshim's ability to just threaten the just the push and pull with the rounds.
And a win here would just be huge momentum for Nongshim Red Force moving forward. The seeding's already set. As our panel has mentioned, right, you'd love to be the one to get the dub at the final match of the group stage. Tomorrow spotted there by Francis. Nongshim playing the early default. The shooting gallery, and Dambi's the one to win it. He gets his first prize with a head up lightning fast. Nongshim, they want more, and they're looking for more here.
But we just have 1
seconds though, so there's still some time to
actually
maneuver around the map. They've gone for the smoke on top mid already, so that gives them some access potentially through market here. Oh, but the call and the neural theft, I love that. Aggression onto mid though with the, oh my god, they didn't even spot him.
Yeah, they don't know where to look, they don't know where to go, and Ivy's the one who makes the decisions for them.
GG's.
Now, Velocity, they can't cross
सिर्फ
any
SLT ने
lane,
4-0
they
किया.
can't go anywhere else.
कोई बात नहीं, but we are in playoffs.
The real deal here.
Well played, VLT.
Series. They get the reverse sweep going. They take the set
Well played, VLT.
2-1. No one in Group Omega, the flawless record.
We are still in the
Nongshim
game
Red
because
Force,
Shasha
they wanted
Montana
this
doesn't
stuff,
even
and they
know how
get
to play, but he's just gonna come
What a
in.
performance, what a showcase from players like Francis, from Dambi. Again, I think it was
Bro, लेकिन रस ऑरा लग रहा है अभी.
his ability to use
रस का ऑरा लग रहा है. फुल वो प्रोफेसर वाला कि हमारा मास्टर प्लान था.
next level. And
है ना?
I think that's one of the biggest things that
We are still there,
really
bro.
hindered, I think, most of what you know, this Velocity
अभी
team
post-match
wanted
सुनते हैं,
to
interview
do.
सुनते हैं.
That being said as well, there was a moment where maybe Nongshim had some issues, but then it just shows how quickly they can address it. And this is such an important thing to
और
South Korea की famous
now
team है.
and
पता देखो?
our group stage, now that they're, you know, getting deeper and deeper into
South Korea,
Ascension
हाँ,
tournament,
South
a potential chance
Last time
to
कुछ
get back
जीती थी.
into Pacific.
North
They
Korea
only
तो
have
Kim
one
Jong-un
chance
आने नहीं
here.
देगा.
They'll start in the lower bracket despite their win
बोलेगा
here
नहीं.
in
यहाँ पे
the
देख ये लोग चैट में
मैं
इंडियन
game
को कैसा
बना रहा
ट्रोल
हूँ
कर रहे
इसके
हैं.
elimination match
सुन
after
रहे जिमिया?
elimination match. They need to
ये
be
लोग
on their A
पजीट्स
game
लॉस्ट
all
अगेन ये वो
throughout.
सब
We
लिख
saw
रहे हैं
that
चैट
here
में.
from
लमा
Nongshim.
फेरारी
It's still
को नहीं
a
पता
net
कि हम लोग
positive
क्वालिफाई
though
करके
for
बैठे हैं.
Velocity.
toppers.
Confirming their
भाई
first
सब
seed in
सब
Group
बच्चे
Omega,
होंगे
and we
उधर
will
के.
see
अरे
them
बकलौल बच्चे हैं
tomorrow
भाई.
in the upper bracket matches. It was quite the contest though here between Nongshim and Velocity.
VLT
But
versus
I
Boom, let's
dare
go.
say it's still Nongshim Red Force doing what
Actually,
they did on
chat
Ascent.
की बात सही है.
Here on
Loss की
Sunset,
जरूरत
just
थी to not jinx
amplified
them.
again with those strengths.
वरना
Yeah.
वो
ठीक है,
इंग्लिश
ठीक है,
नवंबर
okay,
वाला
मतलब
सीन.
Very much
we are still in the upper
notable
bracket,
here.
bro.
And finally, you know,
doesn't
no
matter.
more weird, thrifty
Still
rounds,
there,
at least
dude.
at the very start of the game. At least here on
चलो
Sunset.
सही है हो गया. अभी कल कौन सा मैच है? कल
That being
VLT का
said,
मैच नहीं है.
I don't know. Maybe there's an argument somewhere here for Velocity that SK Rossi should always play Chamber. As well.
Wait, कल Velocity
there was
versus
a
Boom
point, I
है.
think, where we saw
अपने
him
अपर ब्रैकेट्स का एक
stuck
मैच देख के
somewhere
जाएंगे.
on
कल भी है ये
Alley.
मैच.
हाँ
he
कल
was
VLT
getting
वर्सेस बूम है.
I
अगर
think
जीत
we
गए तो
will
सीधा
win
फाइनल.
because मेरे को
And
दिन
I
में
think
बहुत
for a
तैयारी करनी
split
बाकी है.
second, it looked like he
यार,
wanted to
actually
teleport
wax
out of
कराना
harm's
है.
way.
क्यों?
It's just sometimes that muscle memory, but the
हाथ में wax
discomfort
करना है मेरे को.
overall
हाथ
caused
में?
by Nongshim's duo.
क्यों?
Francis
प्राची ने
and
कुछ नया
Dambi.
बोला.
Every
अरे नहीं
single
रे.
angle you
ऐसे
can
ही
think of,
मतलब.
they are there.
मैं
to
करवाता
receive
हूँ.
Velocity
हाथ
gaming,
wax.
and you compound it
हाँ.
on the Ivy lurks. You compound it on
भाई.
the extra
और अभी
shots.
XP बढ़ गए तो
With
मैं सोचा
RP as
करवा लेता हूँ
well.
यार. And actually मैं जो
finish.
पहनता हूँ ना उसकी
His
वजह से
value
वो
with
हाथ
the
में मेरे को ना
utility
वो
has
क्या
just
बोलते हैं
been
बाल खींचते हैं मेरे,
unmatched, really. I'd say Rush
अच्छा।
would be a close second there.
पहनता हूँ ना क्या
But
बोलते हैं,
when do you
चांदी का जो
see
bracelet
C's is
पहनता हूँ।
consistently hitting
हाँ,
points
मैं भी तो
at
पहनता हूँ।
पता है वो
big
खींचता है
time,
बाल।
those
मैं भी तो पहनता हूँ
kind
वो
of
ब्रेसलेट
plays
सेम।
giving
हाँ, but,
Nongshim Red Horse the edge
मेरा
and
तेरा बड़ा है ना
winning the
bracelet तो।
series win.
हाँ,
What an
बड़ा है,
मेरा एकदम
incredible
वो
group
छोटा है,
stage
snake वाला
we've
है।
मेरा तो
had
बड़ा है,
here,
मेरा तो बड़ा है,
folks.
तेरा छोटा है।
And Group Omega going down to the wire
Is
at
VLT
the
out or
very
still has a
end
chance?
of
No,
it.
no,
Tomorrow,
we are
that's going to
in.
be the playoffs
We are
already.
seat toppers.
We are at the table in the top.
Yeah, bro.
टेंशन नहीं है बाबा, we are still
अच्छा
there.
अब देख प्लेऑफ्स का ओवरव्यू आ चुका है। अपने वीएलटी वर्सेस बूम जो जीतेगा
ये मुझे याद आ
उसमें
रहा
से
है टेबल
एक
पे राइट साइड
जो
वाला
टीम है वो
जीतता
अपर फाइनल
है, अगली
जाएगी,
बार
अपर
wing
फाइनल
right
के
में
बाद
बैठेगी तो जीजे।
फाइनल सीधा। तो अपने
अरे
को
डन है जी।
2 और मैच जीतने हैं प्लेऑफ फाइनल जाने के लिए। एंड प्लेऑफ फाइनल पहुंच गए हम, उसका मतलब हम दोनों ही टीम पैसिफिक पहुंच गई। समझ रहे हैं,
हाँ
हमें
जी,
टूर्नामेंट जीतना
डन
भी नहीं है,
जी।
हमें बस पहुंचना है
करेंगे।
फाइनल्स तक।
अपर ब्रैकेट्स में है मैन, क्वालिफाइड है गाइस, डोंट वरी, वरी चैट, वरी।
भी तो मैच बूम के साथ लगा।
जिमी अभी खेल रहा है क्या?
Shit. अरे ये टोस्टी वैलोरेंट खेलना है क्या?
नहीं ब्रो, मैं अभी बैक पैक करने बैठूंगा।
भाई मेरे को भी करना है, मैं आई कैन प्ले, आई मीन लाइक 2-3 गेम्स।
मेरे को तो बैक पैक करना है अभी तो
बट आई
जीजी है।
नीड टू स्टार्ट अ डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम फॉर दिस, यू नो।
नहीं इसी में खेल सकता है, बस एसेंशियल तक तेरा
क्या आई डोंट नो टाइटल, फिर मेरे को आई डोंट वांट टू रिमूव द टाइटल ब्रो।
अच्छा ठीक है।
और फिर वो थंबनेल भी हटाना पड़ेगा।
हाँ तो वापस स्ट्रीम
फिर
एंड के
वो
बाद वापस पुराना लगा देना। एक मैच के लिए क्या अभी नया स्ट्रीम चालू कर रहा है?
एक मैच नहीं, ईस्ट देखते हैं। भाई मेरा तेरा कितना तैयारी हुआ है? हाँ टोस्टी
क्या तैयारी क्या, बस बैग ही पैक करना है और क्या करना है।
भाई मेरा
बैग
तो
मैंने
पैक
कपड़े
भी नहीं
निकाल
हुआ
के
है
रख दिया है,
भाई, बैक पैक भी
बस
नहीं हुआ है।
इस्त्री
अरे भाई मेरा,
इस्त्री हो रहा है।
और फक मेरा एक आउटफिट लेना बाकी है, मेरा 2 आउटफिट लेना
क्या?
बाकी है।
तो उधर से भी ले लेगा ना कुछ तो।
वहां से ही लेना पड़ेगा भाई, अभी आउटफिट नहीं है मेरे पास।
ठीक है
पे करना ही रे, किक पे क्या करूँगा, क्या प्रॉफिट। और मेरे को बाकी भी वो सब भी करना है, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, अपने जो चैलेंजेस का। ये तूने चैलेंजेस के लिए ले रहा है कि नहीं चीजें?
चैलेंजेस के लिए मतलब कैसा चैलेंजेस बोल रहा है?
मेरे को, मैं वो गुजराती फूड ले रहा हूँ जो मैंने तेरे को बताया था कि मैंने
हाँ
बनाना है।
हाँ, अरे वो तो मेरे को भी बनाना था, पर मैं सोच रहा हूँ वो प्लेयर्स के साथ मौका मिले ना मिले, अपने नॉर्मल पब्लिक को कराता है।
अबे कुछ तीखा लेके जाते हैं भाई, गुजराती फूड।
नहीं नहीं
कान
नहीं
फट जाए
नहीं
किसी की वहां पे।
नहीं ऐसे नहीं करना भाई।
अबे वो लोग, अबे वो लोग मिडल ईस्ट के लोग हैं ना? नहीं मिडल ईस्ट के हैं किसके?
कौन मिडल ईस्ट का है?
सॉरी, ये लोग कौन से? एशियन,
इंडियन एशियन है अपने वाले।
इंडियन, हाँ तो वो लोग खाते हैं नॉन ये स्पाइसी फूड। उन लोग का तो
अबे तो
है
वो
मेन वही है ना, स्पाइसी तो है उनका तो।
हाँ तो पर वो लोग तो पूरा टाइम इंडिया में भी थे ना,
कौन लोग?
तो उन्होंने अपने वाले डमारा और ये
अरे नहीं,
मेडलिन
मैं
इंडिया में
अबे
तो।
नॉर्मल लोगों की बात कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पे उनको।
अच्छा नॉर्मल, हाँ हाँ
वो डमारा इन लोग सब लोग को तो मेरे को गुजराती फूड खिलाना है, बिकॉज उसमें से 3 लोग तो ऑब्वियसली इंडियंस है, तो उन लोग ने तो इंडियन फूड ट्राई किया होगा, बट गुजराती इज वेरी रेयर कि किसी ने ट्राई किया होगा, तो उनको चाहिए कि मैं वो कराऊँ।
ठीक है ठीक है। मैं वैसे नहीं सोच रहा, मैं कुछ और सोच रहा हूँ, अभी फाइनल नहीं हुआ है मेरा। मैं अभी आज का पूरा दिन वही करूंगा, सोचूंगा लिखूंगा चीजें।
मैंने
जा
थोड़ी
तो
बहुत लिख के
23rd को
रखी
रह गया
है बाय द वे।
ठीक है शेयर कर जो भी है, मैं उसी लाइंस पे कुछ अलग सोचूंगा। तुम चैलेंजर्स या असेंशन देखने जा रहे हो? हम लोग असेंशन।
अरे जिमी नहीं आ रहा है, बता मेरे को।
आता हूँ ना, बट रुक जा, थोड़े लोगों को भी बुलाते हैं ना अपन।
बुला ले।
चल
तुम भी जा
मैं
रहे
जा
हैं
रहा
जाजू।
जिमी।
बाय बाय टोस्टी
बाय
बाय।
सी यू।
यस यस। मैं रुक जा, ये डायना भी आ रही है।
बुला ले बुला ले।
भाई बताओ गाइस, नया स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करूं या इसी में कंटिन्यू करूं चैट? शुड आई लाइक डू अ डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम? यार मेरे को वैलोरेंट खेलने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, बट यार प्रॉब्लम वो है। बताओ गाइस, व्हाट्स द प्लान? क्या दर्शित भाई, व्हाट्स अप? भाई लोग ही नहीं है भाई। हेलो डायना, हाउ आर यू?
हेलो।
की आवाज देख रहे हो गाइस? ये ऐसी नींद में उठी रहती है, ऐसा लगता है नींद से उठी
अबे यार,
कंटिन्यू वाला ही तो खेल रहा है यार। रेपो भी खेलने का मन था यार काफी।
वो सब नहीं खेलती मैं।
क्या खेलते हो आप?
अरे यार, नहीं डाउनलोड कर रखा है ही नहीं पीसी पे।
कितने भी जान हो सेरा करांदे हो, दसों की जानदे हो, दसों की चाहते हो। चलो गाइस, अपन एक काम करते हैं, आई विल स्टार्ट अ न्यू स्ट्रीम। थोड़ा टाइटल वाइटल वैसा कैची सा रखेंगे जिससे कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग देखने के लिए आए, ठीक है? तो मैं अभी स्टार्ट करता हूँ ये एंड करके तुरंत, ठीक है? सो दैट थोड़े ज़्यादा लोग आए देखने के लिए, थोड़ा कैची सा टाइटल रखें। रेपो के लिए एटलीस्ट 5 लगे तभी फन है भाई। तो ना लोग ही नहीं है भाई। लोग किधर गए? ये अर्नव अर्नव लोग किधर है भाई? उनको बुलाओ।
दिवाली
दिवाली
मना
है
रहा है।
भाई।
सब दिवाली मना रहे हैं
हाँ,
भाई।
तुम
कौन
जा
सी
रहे
दिवाली है
हो
जो इनकी खत्म ही नहीं
थाईलैंड?
हो रही बहनचोद?
कल तो भाई दूज है, कल भी पता नहीं आएंगे नहीं
हफ्ते भर
आएंगे।
से गायब है।
यार यही प्रॉब्लम है यार अपने इंडस्ट्री में, गायब ही हो जाते हैं यार। आरपी नहीं खेलना है तो दूसरा कुछ खेलते नहीं भाई, गायब।
नहीं नहीं, आ ही नहीं रहे वो,
सीरियसनेस ही नहीं है
दिवाली की
भाई।
वजह से आ ही नहीं रहे।
स्ट्रीमिंग को लेकर सीरियसनेस ही नहीं है भाई लाइफ में लोगों के। ये बनेंगे कंटेंट क्रिएटर। चलो गाइस, मैं आता हूँ फटाफट स्ट्रीम शेड्यूल करता हूँ और आता हूँ तुरंत। बाय बाय गाइस, टेक केयर, सी यू।